Hello, dear viewers. Support me by subscribing to my channel and share my video if you like it. And also, make sure you comment your thought. Now let's start the video. Hateful. At this time, Rex was filled with unwillingness because he was defeated again. After Sapali hesitated for a while, he walked up to Reg and said, Son Gohan just left a bean for you, saying that if you eat this bean, your injuries will be healed. Beans? Sapali nodded and showed the fairy beans in his hand to Rex. That's the bean. Reach snorted coldly. I don't want any of his beans. Mother, can you give me this bean? Surly said. Give you? Yeah, Dad doesn't need it anyway. Okay then. After Sapali heard this, he immediately gave the fairy beans to Surly. In the blink of an eye, 3 days passed. Above a city on Earth, a man with pink skin and a black diamond pattern on his forehead was flying in the sky. The man wore a black vest and white trousers, with a gold belt with the letter M tied around his waist. This man is called Araki, the king of the demon world before Depura and the former master of Depura. Later, Araki was betrayed by Depura, and Depura used powerful spells and sacrifices to imprison his soul until recently. Is this the human world? What a big change! Araki smiled evilly, condensed several energy waves with his hands, and attacked the city in front of him. Boom, boom, boom. With huge explosions, a large number of buildings collapsed. A large number of humans died due to Araki's attack. Immediately, there were many cries, screams, and calls for help throughout the city. Just when Araki was destroying everything, 3 figures appeared. These 3 people are androids. Noe 13, 14, and 15. Who are you? Why do you want to destroy this city? Android 13 asked. After hearing this, Araki sneered. The figure blinked and came to the front of Android, number 13, and punched Android number 13 hard in the abdomen with his right fist. Boom! Android 13 screamed loudly, and his body was like a ray falling heavily to the ground. A large amount of sand and dust was immediately thrown up from the ground. Number 13. Seeing this, androids number 14 and 15 immediately rushed towards Araki. Araki's figure flashed, and in the blink of an eye, he came in front of the 2 of them, punching and kicking them away. Immediately, his right hand condensed a black energy wave and hit Android 14. When Android 14 saw this, his expression changed drastically. Bang! Just when the black energy wave was about to hit Android 14, a pink figure suddenly appeared and sent the black energy wave flying away. This man is none other than Majin Buu. Boom! After the black energy wave was shot away, it immediately fell to the ground in the distance and exploded. Majin Buu. Android number 14 said in surprise. Majin Buu nodded and looked at Araki. Who are you? Why do you want to destroy this city? Araki smiled. My name is Araki. A spicy chicken? Araki nodded. Then why are you destroying this city? Araki smiled. Of course it's because I want to rule this planet, or even the entire universe. Oh. Then who are you? My name is Majin Buu. Majin Buu. Majin Buu nodded. Araki chuckled, flashed in front of Majin Buu, and attacked forward with his right fist. Boom! Araki hit Majin Buu hard on the face with his right fist. Majin Buu's face was immediately dented, and his body was knocked hundreds of meters away. Immediately afterwards, Araki condensed a black energy wave in his right hand and attacked Majin Buu. Boom! With a huge explosion, the black energy wave hit Majin Buu and exploded in the sky. A huge plume of smoke from the explosion soon appeared in the sky. Araki sneered, thinking that Majin Buu had been eliminated. A moment later, when the thick smoke in the sky dissipated, Majin Buu stood in midair unscathed. What? Araki was startled. At this time, Majin Buu suddenly opened his narrowed eyes and said, I am angry. Majin Buu said and quickly rushed towards Araki. Soon, Majin Buu arrived in front of Araki, attacking forward with his fists as fast as lightning. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. Their fists and feet were like lightning, hitting each other hard. Boom. With a violent sound, the 2 punched each other hard with their right fists, exuding an extremely astonishing aura from their hands. Bang! After a stalemate for a while, Majin Buu clenched his right fist hard and knocked Araki away with 1 punch. Araki gritted his teeth and quickly stopped in midair. At this moment, 2 figures suddenly appeared. These 2 people are Sun Wuhan and Trunks. Goten, Trunks, Majin Buu greeted the two. Sun Wuhan nodded. Majin Buu, what happened? This guy wants to rule the earth. Majin Buu pointed at Araki and said, dominate the earth? Yes, he destroyed this city. That's it. In that case, let us two messengers of justice eliminate him. Sun Wuhan said. A messenger of justice. Okay. Sun Wuhan nodded and transformed into a Super Saiyan directly on the spot. Seeing this, Araki immediately gritted his teeth angrily. Majin Buu obviously looked down on him and actually let a brat fight him. What? Just when Araki was thinking, Sun Wuhan shouted loudly, quickly rushed in front of Araki, and struck forward with his right fist. Araki sneered, dodged Sun Wuhan's attack, and kicked Sun Wuhan hard with his right foot. Boom! Sun Wuhan's body was kicked out. Rosien! Seeing this, Trunks immediately transformed into a Super Saiyan and rushed towards Araki. Soon, Trunks arrived in front of Araki and attacked forward with both fists. Araki ducked to the side and punched Trunks' body hard with his right fist. Boom! With an extremely violent sound, Trunks' body was knocked away. Trunks. When Sun Wuhan saw this, he immediately stood up from the ground and clenched his fists tightly. What? With a loud shout, Sun Wuhan transformed into Super Saiyan Saiyan. Araki looked slightly startled when he saw this. At this moment, Sun Wuhan's figure flashed and he was in front of Araki in a blink of an eye. His fists were as fast as lightning and he attacked forward. Seeing this, Araki dodged and stepped back. Sun Wuhan shouted loudly and kicked his right foot forward hard. Boom! Araki's left hand suddenly stretched forward and grabbed Sun Wuhan's right foot. Sun Wuhan was startled. Just as he was about to take back his right foot, Araki used his left hand to grab Sun Wuhan's body and threw him away. Boom! With an explosion, Sun Wuhan's body crashed into a building behind him like a cannonball. Wuhan. Seeing this, Trunks immediately transformed into Super Saiyan 2 and rushed towards Araki. But in the blink of an eye, Trunks rushed in front of Araki and attacked forward with both fists. Call out. Draw! Araki moved left and right, dodging Trunks' attack with ease. Hateful! Trunks let out an angry cry, and suddenly activated the Flash Kung Fu, punching Araki's abdomen with his right fist. Boom! Araki didn't expect Trunks to dodge the time Kung Fu, so he was hit hard by Trunks in the abdomen and let out a loud scream. Trunks then kicked forward hard with his right foot, kicking Araki into the building behind him. A large amount of sand and dust was immediately thrown up from the ground. Call out! Tread. Seeing this, Sun Wuhan, who had already come out of the building, immediately came to Trunks' side. Hateful! After a while, Araki climbed out of the building with an angry look. In just a few thousand years, so many masters have suddenly appeared on Earth. If the Earth continues to develop, any master sent by their Earth will be able to suppress the demon world. Thinking of this, Araki immediately rushed towards Trunks. Trunks made fists with both hands and stepped forward. But in the blink of an eye, the two of them were in front of each other and punched each other hard with their fists. Boom! The two men's right fists collided hard, and an astonishing aura emitted from their hands. After a stalemate for a while, Araki clenched his right fist hard and knocked Trunks away with one punch. Seeing this, Sun Wuhan immediately flew to Trunks' side. Trunks, let's work together to deal with him. It is good. Trunks nodded. Then, after saying that, a golden flame immediately rose from the two of them and rushed towards Araki. Soon the two of them rushed in front of Araki and used the flash time kung fu to attack Araki. Call out! Bang, bang, bang. Although Archie was strong, he was still a bit outmatched by the two people's flash skills, and he kept retreating. Boom! After a while, Trunks clenched his right fist hard and punched Araki away. With a loud bang, Araki's body was like a ray, slamming into a building behind him. A large cloud of sand and dust immediately rose from the ground. After a while, Araki climbed out of the building and looked at the two people with an extremely angry look on his face. He is the majestic king of the demon realm, but now he can't even defeat two children. If this matter is spread to the demon realm, he will probably lose the shame to hang out in the demon realm in the future. Yatin, I think the two of us should merge and destroy him. It is good! Sun Wuhan nodded. Fusion? After hearing this, Araki looked confused. At this moment, the two of them stepped back to both sides, raised their hands and feet, and slowly leaned toward each other like crabs struggling to crawl. Merged together? With a flash of white light, the two successfully merged into Super Sailor Gotenks. Two people become one person. Araki was startled. Gotenks chuckled, and in the blink of an eye he was in front of Araki and punched Araki's abdomen with his right fist. Araki screamed and flew backwards. What? Gotenks shouted loudly and soon appeared in front of Araki, who was flying upside down. He put the hammer together with both hands and smashed it towards his body. With a loud bang, Araki's body was hit hard to the ground. A large cloud of sand and dust immediately rose from the ground. Seeing this, Gotenks immediately walked into the sand, grabbed Araki's foot with his right hand, and threw it towards the sky. Immediately, his hands quickly moved backwards. Curse me, Hama, Hama, Hama. A dark blue air wave condensed in Gotenks' hands and hit Araki. Call out. Boom. With a huge explosion, the turtle Qigong hit Araki and exploded in the sky. An extremely huge storm immediately appeared in the sky. After a while, the thick smoke in the sky dissipated and an embarrassed figure stood in midair. This man was Araki. Whoosh. Araki gasped for air, filled with anger and fear at the sight of Gotenks. If he hadn't tried his best to resist the Kamehameha just now, he would have died in the hands of Gotenks. Thinking of this, Araki's whole body suddenly emitted a large amount of dark aura. Darkness. Devil's flame bomb. Araki shouted, condensing black energy like rain with his hands, and attacked Gotenks. Seeing this, Gotenks stepped back and gathered a large amount of energy waves in his hands to attack Araki. Call out, bang, boom, boom, boom. Following earth-shaking explosions, the two people's energy waves hit each other in the sky. For a moment, the sky and the ground were filled with the explosion of the two people's energy waves. After a while, Gotenks suddenly stopped his airwave attack and rushed towards Araki. Araki sneered and suddenly spoke, a piece of black magic. Just when Gotenks was about to rush to Araki, a huge black shadow suddenly appeared and swallowed Gotenks. Gotenks subconsciously raised his arms to resist, but his body was still shrouded in this huge black shadow. What? Gotenks screamed loudly, and his body suddenly stood motionless. Gotenks! Seeing this, Majin Buu immediately flew towards Gotenks and said, What did you do to Gotenks? Nothing. I just used black magic on him. Dark magic. Yes, he has fallen under my illusion now. After hearing this, Majin Buu gritted his teeth and said, Then you quickly undo the illusion, or I will kill you. After hearing this, Araki's body immediately turned into a black smoke and entered Gotenks' body. Looks like the only one we have left is Gohan. Miyazian Buu gritted his teeth, turned around and flew towards Baxi Mountain. Where is this? Fantasy World. In a city that has been reduced to ruins. Gotenks was looking around with confusion at this time. He had just fought with Araki. Why did he suddenly appear here? Gotenks was thinking when he suddenly saw Araki appearing and massacring the humans in the city. Araki! Seeing Araki, Gotenks immediately rushed towards Araki. Araki smiled evilly, and his body suddenly disappeared. Gone. Gotenks was shocked. At this time, the corpses of Son Goku and Vegeta suddenly appeared in front of Gotenks. Father! When Gotenks saw the corpses of everyone, the look on his face immediately became extremely angry. No. Impossible. How could my father die in the hands of Araki? This must be a lie. This must be a lie. Although Gotenks said this, his eyes had turned red. Just then a Gotenks with dark eyes appeared. Who are you? Why do you look exactly like me? I am you. Gotenks smiled. You are me? Correct. No, you are not me. I am me. Gotenks sneered and suddenly attacked Gotenks with his right hand. Gotenks was startled and quickly raised his hand to block Gotenks' attack. Who are you? After hearing this, Gotenks did not answer him, but continued to attack him. Kwase, on Beiji Mountain. Son Gohan was currently teaching Lagos and Videl to practice, when a figure suddenly flew out from a distance. This man is none other than Majin Buu. Videl. Majin Buu. Majin Buu nodded. Gohan is in serious trouble. Gotenks is possessed by Araki. Araki? Okay. Majin Buu nodded. Well, Gohan, let's go rescue Gotenks quickly. Videl said, It is good. Son Gohan nodded and placed his right index finger on his forehead, looking for Gotenks' energy. Videl. Did you find it? Okay. Son Gohan nodded. After hearing this, Videl immediately put her hand on Son Gohan's shoulder. Seeing this, Lagos also put her hand on Son Gohan's shoulder. Call out. Son Gohan moved in an instant and brought the two of them to Gotenks. At this time, Gotenks' whole body was exuding black energy. His eyes were black, and there was a black diamond pattern on his forehead. Gotenks. Videl shouted to Gotenks. Gotenks smiled. I'm not Gotenks. I'm the great demon king, Araki. Araki, the great demon king. Yes, his body is mine now. Araki laughed. Araki, get out of Gotenks' body quickly. Otherwise I will be rude to you. Son Gohan threatened. Araki snorted coldly. Son Gohan, if you have the ability, just come over here. Then if that's the case, I won't be polite. Son Gohan said, and immediately rushed towards Araki. Araki shouted and rushed towards Son Gohan. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. Soon the two came to each other. Their fists were as fast as lightning, and they hit each other hard. The ground around the two people immediately raised a large amount of sand and dust. Boom! After the two fought for a while, Son Gohan increased his speed and kicked Araki away. Hateful. Araki let out an angry cry and quickly rushed towards Son Gohan again. Son Gohan's figure flashed, and he arrived in front of Araki in the blink of an eye and punched forward with both fists. Bang, bang, bang. Under Son Gohan's fierce attack, Araki immediately let out violent screams. Aren't you coming out yet? Son Gohan suddenly stopped attacking with both hands and said, No, don't come out. Araki said, panting heavily. Boom. After hearing this, Son Gohan kicked Araki hard with his right foot and kicked him away. With a loud boom, Araki's body was like a ray, slamming into a building behind him. A large amount of sand and dust was immediately thrown up from the ground. After a while, when the dust on the ground dispersed, Araki immediately climbed out of the building and sneered. Son Gohan, you are indeed very strong, but do you dare to kill Gotenks? After hearing this, Son Gohan narrowed his eyes and took out the sky mirror from the system. Mirror? Son Gohan chuckled and looked at Araki, and a huge suction force immediately came from the sky mirror. This suction force was like a hand specifically pulling on Araki's body. No, do not want. Araki saw his body being pulled out, and the look on his face immediately became extremely horrified. Soon, Araki was sealed into the Babel mirror. Gohan, what is this mirror? Videl flew over from a distance and asked, This is the sealing mirror. Son Gohan said, Sealing mirror. After hearing this, Lacus also flew over from a distance. Yes. Then he just started. Why didn't you use the sealing mirror? Videl asked. I just forgot for a moment, and using this mirror requires a lot of strength. That's right. Then where did you get this mirror? Videl continued to ask. The sealing mirror, like the Shadow Battle Axe, can also become larger or smaller. Yes. After hearing this, Videl felt dubious. Just then, Gotenks woke up. Brother Gohan, Sister Videl, Sister Lagos. The three nodded. As soon as he finished speaking, Gotenks immediately disintegrated and transformed back into Son Goten and Trunks. Brother, where is Araki? Sun Wuhan looked around and said, He has been sealed into the sealing mirror by me. Sealing mirror? Call out. As Sun Wuhan was talking, a figure flew over from a distance. This man is none other than Majin Buu. Majin Buu. That's great. Goten, you're okay. Majin Buu said happily. Sun Wuhan nodded. Then Brother Gohan, can you tell us what just happened? Trunks asked. It is good. Son Gohan nodded and told what happened just now. Then, brother, do you want to release Araki and eliminate him? No, I have other uses for the time being. Other uses? Yes, let's collect the Dragon Balls first, and resurrect those who were killed. Okay. Sun Wuhan nodded. Later, Sun Wuhan and the others went to Bulma's house to borrow the Dragon Ball radar, and search for the Dragon Ball. Videl and the others were curious about the Dragon Balls, so they followed them to search for them. After finding all the Dragon Balls, Sun Wuhan and the others immediately made a wish to the dragon and resurrected the humans who had been innocently killed. Quasi Mountain. Son Gohan released Araki when Sun Wuhan and others were looking for the Dragon Balls. Here is. Araki looked around and said, This is Earth. Earth? Okay. Son Gohan nodded. Then are you going to kill me? Araki said in fear, It depends on your performance. See my performance? If you are willing to recognize me as your master, I don't have to destroy you. I recognize you as my lord. Son Gohan nodded. No, I am the king of the demon world. No matter what, how can I give you a human as my subordinate? Araki shook his head. After hearing this, Son Gohan raised his right hand and condensed a purple destructive energy in his hand towards Araki. Araki looked at the destructive energy in front of him and felt an unprecedented sense of fear in his heart. This fear not only comes from Araki's body, but also from Araki's soul. Destructive energy can destroy everything in the world, even the soul. Araki now has no doubt that if he refuses, he will be completely wiped out of this world by Son Gohan. Araki, are you sure you won't think about it again? Well, I just thought about it carefully. You are so wise and powerful. It's nothing even if I become your subordinate. After hearing this, Son Gohan immediately dissipated the destructive energy in his hands. Really? Real? Reiki nodded. And since you are willing to be my subordinate, I will tell you my rules. Rule? Yes, first of all, you must not kill people on Earth, and second, you must obey my orders unconditionally. Is there anything else? I'll just make these 2 for now, and I'll add them later when I think of them. It is good. Araki nodded. At this moment, 4 figures flew down from the sky. These 4 people are Vidal and the others. Call out. Tread. Soon, the 4 of them fell in front of Son Gohan. Brother, isn't he Araki? Sun Wuhan said. Son Gohan nodded. Then brother, why didn't you eliminate him? Son Gohan smiled and said, after my communication, he has now changed his ways. Correct evil and return to righteousness. Yes, Son Gohan said and looked at Araki. Hello. Araki said with a forced smile on his face. Vidal and the others were frightened by the smile on Araki's face. Then, Gohan, do you want to let him go? Vidal asked. No, he will live with Majin Buu from now on. When nothing happens, he can also be your sparring partner. Sparring? Okay. Son Gohan nodded. Brother, why don't you let him be my sparring partner? I've condensed a lot more glass recently than before. It is good. Son Gohan nodded and gave a fairy bean to Araki. What is this? This is fairy beans. As long as you take it, all the injuries on your body will be healed. Araki hesitated for a moment and drank the fairy beans. After taking the fairy beans, Araki's body suddenly swelled, and then his injuries miraculously recovered. The injury is healed. Brother, can I fight him? Legus asked. Okay, but you have to be gentle. After hearing this, Araki snorted coldly. He couldn't beat Godinks, and that's because the 2 of them merged. And now Lagus is just a female doll. He is the king of the demon world, and he doesn't believe that he can't defeat a female doll. Glass! Just when Araki was thinking this, Lagus had already condensed a large amount of arrow-like glass around her body. When Araki saw this, he immediately became a little panicked. Hot chicken, are you ready? Lagus asked. I'm not a hot chick. I'm Araki. Araki said angrily. Oh, spicy chicken, are you ready? Ready? Araki said with a cold sweat on his head. Then in that case, I'll start attacking. Seeing this, Lax immediately manipulated the glass to attack Araki. Araki dodged while condensing airwaves and hitting Lagus's glass. After a while, Araki was stabbed by a lot of glass behind him, and his body looked a bit like a hedgehog. Sun Wuhan and the others couldn't help laughing after seeing Araki's appearance. Seeing this, Son Gohan gave a fairy bean to Araki, which allowed him to recover from his injuries. At night, Araki was taken back to the house where he lived by Majin Buu. Araki secretly escaped from Majin Buu's house by going to the toilet. When Majin Buu saw that Araki had not come out of the toilet, he immediately went to the toilet to find Araki, only to find that Araki had disappeared, so he had no choice but to go to Son Goku's house and tell Son Gohan about it. Sun Wuhan, Araki escaped? Okay. Majin Buu nodded. It's okay, he can't escape. Son Gohan smiled. Western capital. In order to hide his anger, Araki did not choose to fly, but chose to escape on foot. The night passed. Araki finally arrived at the junction of the Earth and the Demon World. Beautiful Demon World, I'm back. Reiki said, stepping into the Demon World. Hi. Just when Araki entered the Demon World, a very familiar voice suddenly came to his ears. Araki turned and looked back and saw a figure that terrified him. This person is Son Gohan. Son Gohan. Son Gohan smiled and said, You are really cautious. You actually walked all night and returned to the Demon World. Hiroki was startled. You, how would you know? I know everything. That, Master, I was wrong. I will never dare to run away again. I promise there will be no next time. What if? Son Gohan said coldly. If there is any, just kill me directly. Okay, but this is your last chance. It's... Master. Hiriki's body trembled. Seeing this, Son Gohan teleported and brought Araki back to Majin Buu's house. Araki. Majin Buu saw Araki and immediately ran over. Majin Buu snorted coldly. Where did you go last night? I'm sorry, Majin Buu. I shouldn't have sneaked back to the demon realm alone yesterday. Go back to the demon world. I'm sorry, I promised never to go back again. Really? Real? Then Majin Buu, am I going to hand him over to you? Okay. Majin Buu nodded. Seeing this, Son Gohan moved instantly and left Majin Buu's house. Rousins. In the blink of an eye, 3 days passed. Universe, Sky Blue Star. A werewolf with red hair and a black robe is currently practicing. This werewolf's name is Basil, nicknamed Basil the Kick. He's the third member of the Dangerous Trio and has specialized leg skills. At this moment, 2 figures suddenly appeared. These 2 people are Son Gohan and Araki. Basil looked at the 2 people who suddenly appeared and immediately showed a hint of vigilance on his face. Who are you? Nice man. Good guy? Son Gohan said to Araki, who was standing aside. Ricky, should you be able to control this guy? Okay, Araki nodded. Control me? After hearing this, Basil immediately looked at the 2 of them with great vigilance. What exactly do you 2 want? After hearing this, Araki laughed evilly and rushed towards Basil. Basil raised his hands and rushed towards Araki as well. Call out? Bang, bang, bang. Soon, the 2 came to each other and fought fiercely. Because Basil's most powerful is his leg skills, his attacks are basically based on kicks. Call out, boom, boom, boom. After Araki and Basil fought for a while, he suddenly stepped back, condensed dark black airwaves with his hands, and attacked Basil. Basil moved quickly to dodge Araki's attack. At this moment, Araki suddenly uttered a spell in his mouth and a huge black shadow appeared and swallowed Basil. After a while, Araki took control of Basil's body. Son Gohan moved instantly and brought Araki back to the 7th universe. Earth, Bowsy, Mountain. Sun Wuhan and the others were practicing when 2 figures suddenly appeared in front of them. These 2 people are Son Gohan and Araki. Elder brother? Son Gohan nodded. Brother. Who is he? His name is Basil, and he is the new human being controlled by Araki. A new human being controlled by Araki. Yes, this guy is a bad guy, so I let Araki control his body and be your sparring partner. Originally, Son Gohan wanted Araki to control Frost's body and serve as a sparring partner for Sun Wuhan and the others. However, Frost is too weak, and Araki's control over him will not only fail to increase his strength, but may even weaken his own. That's why he let Araki control the stronger Basil. Although Basil is not as despicable as Frost, he's still a sanctimonious person. But brother, wouldn't this be bad? Sun Wuhan said, It's okay, when the battle is over, I will use the fairy beams to heal his injuries. Okay. Sun Wuhan nodded. Later, Basil fought with Sun Wuhan and others. Although Araki possessed Basil's body and would feel pain, the overall pain was still borne by Basil. It didn't take long for Basil to become a hedgehog. After the battle, Son Gohan sent Basil over. After Basil woke up, his body immediately felt a huge pain. What did you do to me? Nothing. Son Gohan chuckled and moved in an instant, bringing Araki back to the earth. Damn it, don't let me touch you again. Time flies, 2 days passed in a blink of an eye. Son Gohan was still practicing as usual today, and suddenly a system voice came to his ears. Ding, the system has been upgraded successfully, and the Master's training and combat effectiveness has doubled again. Doubling your combat effectiveness through training? Yes, Master. After hearing this, Son Gohan became thoughtful. In the past, he could increase his power by about 0.6 trillion in 1 year of practice, but now it doubles to 1.2 trillion in 1 year. There are still 2 years until Beerus wakes up, and he can only increase his normal combat power to about 7 trillion at most. System. Can you increase the gravity of the gravity chamber to 2,000 times? No, Master, even the Super Dragon Balls can only increase gravity to times. Can it only be increased to 2 high times? Yes, 1,500 times may not be anything to the Master, but to the universe it is a cosmic limit. The limit of the universe? The highest gravity a quantum can withstand. Quantum! The so-called gravity chamber uses the power of technology to increase the gravity of the gravity chamber to a certain multiple. Although human beings' current technology is powerful, it also has limits, and the key to technology lies in materials. Material? Yes, the space and time you're in now does not carry materials that can exceed times the gravity. This is the cosmic material I just mentioned. That's it! Then you can increase the gravity chamber to times. Okay, Master. Then, Master, I will use the power of the Super Dragon Ball. Okay. Son Gohan nodded. Master, your wish has been fulfilled. Master, please continue to practice hard. As soon as he finished speaking, the entire gravity room immediately became brand new. Seeing this, Son Gohan immediately walked to the switch of the gravity chamber and started the gravity training. In the afternoon, Lacus and the others were surprised when they saw the brand new gravity chamber. Brother, how come this gravity chamber has become so new? I asked someone to renovate it. Find someone? Well, it's an unnamed mysterious scientist. Mysterious scientist? Yes, he also helped us increase the maximum gravity of the gravity chamber to 1,500 times. Lacus was shocked. Son Gohan nodded. Brother, could that mysterious scientist be you? After hearing this, Son Gohan immediately pretended to be serious and said, Lacus, I didn't expect that after hiding for so many years, you would still find me. After hearing this, Lacus and Videl immediately gave Son Gohan a roll of their eyes. Was it Lot Buarj Yaxley? He answered hoarsely. He caught us just as we broke in. Yaxley stood and slammed his fist on the table. He caught you, he hissed, his anger rising. Rosier nodded again. He asked me to pass on a message to you before he dumped us all in a rainforest in South America. The next day, Son Gohan called all the Dragon Ball Z fighters on Earth to his home. Gohan, why did you call us all here? Kling asked. Actually, it's nothing. I just want to tell you something. Piccolo, one thing? Son Gohan nodded. What was that, Gohan? Clint continued. The god of destruction, Lord Beerus, will wake up in 2 years. Who is Lord Beerus, the god of destruction? After Vegeta heard this, his body immediately began to tremble. When he was very young, he once met the god of destruction, Beerus. At that time, his father, King Vegeta, was still there. King Vegeta gave himself the chance to find the number one in the universe because he did not follow Beerus's instructions. The second pillow in the universe was given to Beerus, but was stepped on by Beerus. What's wrong with you, Dad? Trunks asked, looking at Vegeta, who was shaking a little. Vegeta stopped trembling immediately when he saw everyone looking at him. Nothing. Gohan, who is Lord Beerus, the god of destruction you are talking about. Is he very powerful? The god of destruction is the god responsible for destroying planets. The god responsible for destroying the planet. Everyone was surprised. Then Gohan, how do you know this? Yaksha asked. This, the servant of Lord Beerus, the god of destruction, came to me and told me about this. Servant of the god of destruction. Yes, he said, he wanted me to be the next god of destruction, but I refused. Claimed. Rejected? Then why did you reject Gohan? Yancha asked. Lord Beerus. He hasn't abdicated yet, so what's the use of me agreeing? On the king of the Northern Realm. The North Kaio King was quietly eavesdropping on their conversation at this time. When he heard that Son Gohan wanted Beerus to abdicate, he immediately couldn't help coughing. Abdicate? Son Gohan nodded. So Gohan, what are you telling us about this? Piccolo asked. After Lord Beerus wakes up, he is very likely to come to our Earth, and he may even destroy the Earth. Destroy the Earth. Everyone was shocked. So Gohan, is Lord Beerus very strong? Son Goku asked. Very strong. Stronger than Super 4. Hateful. After hearing this, Vegeta clenched his fists tightly. He hasn't even reached the 3rd level of Super Saiyan now, let alone Beerus, who is stronger than Super Saiyan 4. At this moment, Vegeta suddenly felt helpless in his heart. This feeling of powerlessness was just like how he couldn't resist Frieza in the first place. Yes! After hearing this, Son Goku smiled slightly. Really? In that case, I must practice hard and strive to reach Super Saiyan 4 in 2 years. Goku. After hearing this, Klen and the others looked at Son Goku. They grew up with Son Goku together and naturally knew that Son Goku was optimistic when facing powerful enemies. This is also the reason why he has been able to continue to become stronger. In addition to his own strength, a strong man has a strong heart. If you know the enemy is strong and don't fight it, then you will never become a truly strong person. After Vegeta heard this, he was immediately inspired by Son Goku to fight. Kakarot. I will definitely cultivate to Super Saiyan 4 before you. After hearing this, Son Goku nodded. Then I want to practice too. Klein and the others smiled after hearing this, but said nothing. On the contrary, no matter how hard they practice, they cannot catch up with Son Goku and the others. Afterwards, Klein and the others said goodbye to each other and left Son Goku's house. After Son Goku and the others had their goals, they practiced harder. Well, in the afternoon, Son Gohan took Araki to Bulma's house. Gohan. Bulma said hello to Son Gohan. Son Gohan smiled and said, "Where's Uncle Vegeta?" "He's practicing in the gravity room. I'll call him for you." "It is good." After a while, Vegeta came out of the gravity chamber. "Gohan, what can you do?" "I'm here to help you improve your strength." "Increase strength." "Yes, I will let Araki use black magic later to bring out all the potential in your body." Araki's black magic, in addition to possessing him, can also stimulate the potential in people. Dark magic? Son Gohan nodded and said to Araki beside him, "Then Araki, use black magic." "It's the master," Araki said, condensing a dark black energy in his hand. Then he chanted a spell to let this energy enter Vegeta's body. Vegeta screamed and entered the illusion. In the illusion, Vegeta met his evil self and fought with him in the illusion. Bulma rushed over immediately after hearing Vegeta's scream. "Gohan, what's wrong?" "It's okay, Aunt Bulma. I'm just helping Uncle Vegeta improve his strength." "Improve your strength? That shouldn't be a problem, right?" "It's okay, Aunt Bulma, don't worry." Son Gohan smiled. "It is good." After a while, Vegeta lost to his evil self, and was controlled by his evil self. His body suddenly emitted an extremely powerful energy. "Out of control?" Son Gohan said. Araki nodded. "I'll remove the black magic from him right now." Araki said and immediately recited a spell. After Vegeta heard the spell, he quickly woke up. "Gohan." Son Gohan nodded. "Then, Uncle Vegeta, if there is nothing else, I will go back first, and many more." "What's wrong, Uncle Vegeta?" "I just lost to that guy. Can you let me fight that guy again?" After hearing this, Son Gohan immediately looked at Araki beside him. "Is that okay, Araki?" "No problem, Master," Araki said before using black magic again. With a scream, Vegeta entered the illusion again. After a while, Vegeta was defeated again. "Come again?" Vegeta gritted his teeth. Son Gohan glanced at Araki beside him. Seeing this, Araki nodded. Later, Vegeta defeated his evil self after entering the illusion 3 times. Time flies, and 2 years have passed in a blink of an eye. 2 years later, Son Gohan's combat power has increased to 8.5 trillion. Son Gohan and Videl have graduated from college and received their certificates. On Bazi Mountain. At this time, Son Gohan was sitting on the grass nearby, meditating and practicing. Suddenly, a figure flew down from the sky. This man was Piccolo. Feeling Piccolo's breath, Son Gohan immediately opened his eyes and said, "Uncle Piccolo." Piccolo nodded. "Okay, the 7th universe, destroying the God realm. In a purple palace that looked like a big tree, there was a purple cat sleeping on a large floating rock. This cat is none other than Beerus. Beside this floating boulder, there are many stone bells. Boom! Suddenly, a stone bell exploded. After a minute, other stone clocks also exploded. Beerus rolled over, his body like a caterpillar, rolling towards a floating boulder below. After rolling several large rocks, Beerus finally came to a large rock less than half a meter above the ground. At this moment, a very tall man walked in outside the door. This man was Whis. "All right, Lord Beerus, it's almost time for you to wake up." After hearing this, Beerus immediately opened his eyes and rolled from the boulder to the ground. Beerus yawned and stood up from the ground, sleepily. "Lord Beerus, if you are sleepy, why do you have to wake up at this time?" After hearing this, Beerus yawned again because of precognitive dreams. Precognitive dream? Yes, I had a dream about fighting a very powerful guy, and he will appear at this time. Very powerful guy. After hearing this, Whis immediately thought of Son Gohan. "By the way, Whis, is the hot water ready?" "Back to Lord Beerus, we are ready." That's good, Beerus said, yawning as he left the room. After a while, Beerus came to the palace bath to take a bath. Lord Beerus, how is the water temperature? It's okay, but don't heat it anymore, otherwise it will be too hot. Whis nodded. By the way, Whis, I asked Frygzod to destroy the Saiyans. Did he do it? Back to Lord Beerus' planet Vegeta has been destroyed by Frieza, except for a few surviving Saiyans. Most of the Saiyans have been wiped out. That's good. That guy, King Vegeta, I asked him to bring me the most comfortable pillow in the universe. But after that guy found the most comfortable pillow in the universe, he actually used it himself, and then gave me the most comfortable pillow in the universe. Give me 2 comfortable pillows, Beerus said with resentment in his heart. Whis nodded. And Frozy too. He always looks so impressive in front of me. If he hadn't been too far away, I would have killed him long ago. Whis smiled. Lord Beerus, I don't need to worry about this matter. Someone has already taken care of him for you. Frieza has been dealt with. After hearing this, Beerus immediately stood up in the bath. When Whis saw this, he immediately looked shy. Beerus saw Whis' appearance, looked down, and hurried back to the bath. At this time, the staff in Whis' hand was pointed towards the ground, and the projection of Son Gohan and Frieza fighting appeared. The Saiyan who defeated Frieza is called Son Gohan. He is the son of Son Goku and an Earthling, Son Gohan. While you were sleeping, the Saiyans took control of a new transformation called Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan! Yes, Son Gohan is the first Super Saiyan among them. In addition, Son Gohan also controls the energy of destruction. Destroy energy. Yes, he is very powerful. I even went to him and wanted him to be the next god of destruction, but he refused. Refused. Beerus was startled. Yes, he said. We should wait until Lord Beerus abdicates. Abdicate. After hearing this, Beerus immediately felt a hint of displeasure in his heart. While he is still in office, there are people who are thinking about his abdication. I think the god of destruction will be unhappy. Yes. Whis saw the wonderful expression on Beerus' face and immediately couldn't help laughing. Then Son Gohan, where is he now? He is on Earth now, and Vegeta is also on Earth now. Vegeta! Yes, he is also one of the survivors of planet Vegeta. By the way, Lord Beerus, who was he fighting in the precognitive dream you just mentioned? Forget. Forget? Yeah, I'll think about it later after I take a shower. We smiled. Lord Beerus, think about it slowly. Your precognitive dreams have never been accurate anyway. Beerus gritted his teeth. This time it's absolutely accurate. You said the same thing before. At that time, you said that a big singer would move to our place, but you didn't see anything. It was an accident that time. This time, it's absolutely accurate. Yes, yes, yes. After hearing this, Whis said a few perfunctory words. When Beerus saw this, he immediately became angry. After a long time, Beerus took a bath and came to the palace to have dinner. While Beerus was eating, he complained that Whis' food was not delicious. By the way, Whis, where's the prophecy fish? Lord Beerus, you are looking for me! As soon as he finished speaking, a staff-fish tank flew out. A dark blue fish put its hands outside the fish tank like a human. This fish is predicting fish. Beerus looked at the prophecy fish way. Prophecy fish, you told me before that I would have a strong enemy who would appear in 39 years, right? Okay. The prophetic fish nodded. Then what's his name? Forget. After hearing this, Beerus looked at him deeply and said, Whis, the prophecy fish, is fed 3 times a day, right? That's right. Whis nodded. How about cutting back to twice a day? What a great idea, Lord Beerus. After hearing this, the prophetic fish immediately jumped up in fright. How can this be done? It's absolutely impossible. The prophecy fish shook its body and said to Whis, Then remember it for me. Beerus threatened. I know, I will. Then what's his name? Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God. After hearing this, Beerus immediately glanced at Whistle. Whis, have you ever heard of Super Saiyan God? No, but Son Gohan seems to have undergone the transformation of a Super Saiyan God. Maybe that is a Super Saiyan God. Son Gohan. After hearing this, Beerus narrowed his eyes. Whis, how long does it take to get to Earth? About 20 minutes. So long, it's enough to watch an episode of cartoons. Okay. Whis nodded. Then, Lord Beerus, are you going to Earth? Beerus nodded. Ludye. On Earth, on a sea outside the western capital, there is a huge luxury cruise ship. Today is Bulma's birthday, and it is also the day when the Bulma family's Universal Capsule Group became the richest man in the world. In order to celebrate these two events, Boomer specially booked the world's largest cruise ship so that everyone could celebrate her. At this time, Bulma was standing in front of the cruise ship, blowing the sea breeze. 6 figures suddenly descended from the sky. These 6 people are Son Gohan, Sun Wuhan, and Piccolo. Aunt Bulma. Boomer nodded. Gohan, where's your dad? His father, he is still training with Lord Caillou. Son Gohan laughed dryly. Are you still practicing at Kajino-sama's place? After hearing this, Bulma's face was obviously angry. Today was originally a happy day, but she invited Son Goku over to celebrate her birthday. Both Son Goku and Vegeta were still training. Yes, your father and Vegeta have the same character. Apart from practicing all day long, they only know how to practice. After hearing this, Son Gohan looked at Videl beside him. In fact, he is similar to Son Goku and others, practicing every day, but Videl is a martial arts practitioner like her, so he will be more tolerant. Gohan, you're here! At this moment, Klin and Yamcha, who had arrived early, came over. Uncle Klin, Uncle Yamcha. The two nodded. Where's Uncle Tien-Shin and Chiatsu? The two of them haven't come yet. They said they would arrive later. That's it. Son Gohan looked at Majin Buu, who was feasting in the distance. Sure enough, he was the first to arrive here. Gohan, try my handiwork. Krillin gave Son Gohan more than a dozen grilled skewers. It is good! Son Gohan took the skewers and gave them to Vidal and the others. Uncle Piccolo, do you want to eat a bunch? Do not want. Piccolo shook his head. He came over to attend Bulma's birthday just to join in the fun. After all, a person's life is always lonely. Gohan, is Goku still training? Clicking asked. Yeah, he said he'd be there later. Yes. 7th Universe. Whis and Beerus are currently on their way to Earth. Because he had not worked for a long time, Beerus destroyed some Earth on his way to the Earth. Realm of the King of Gods. When the old Kaioshin saw that a large number of planets in the universe were destroyed, the look on his face immediately became a little panicked. Lord Beerus, the god of destruction, is awake. Lord Beerus, the god of destruction? Yes, in fact, it was none other than Lord Beerus who sealed me in Kaioshinken. That Ancestor Sama, who is the god of destruction Beerus you are talking about. Why have I never heard of him? After hearing this, the old cutscene looked at the Eastern cutscene with a speechless expression. I don't even know how you become a Kaioshin. You don't even know Lord Beerus, the god of destruction. After hearing this, the Eastern Kaijin blushed immediately. There were originally 5 Kaioshians in the universe, and he was ranked at the end of the 5 Kaioshians. If it weren't for the death of the other 4 Kaioshin, he would probably be in charge of the entire Eastern Galaxy. This universe has us Kaishin, who are responsible for creating planets, and naturally there are also gods who are responsible for destroying planets. And Lord Beerus, the god of destruction, is the god responsible for destroying planets. That's it. The old world king god nodded and said, This time Lord Beerus has been sleeping for so long, I don't know how many planets will be destroyed. Ancestor, is Lord Beerus really that scary? Of course, even the Majin Buu you mentioned is just a little minion in front of him. After hearing this, the East Kaioshin immediately broke out in a cold sweat on his forehead. That's really scary. So, you must not provoke Lord Beerus. After hearing this, the Eastern Kaioshin nodded repeatedly. He would only provoke Beerus unless he wanted to die. Right? King of the North. What? Son Goku was practicing at this time and suddenly saw the King of the North Realm standing not far away with his brows furrowed. Master Realm King. What's wrong with you? No, nothing. After hearing this, the King of the Northern Realm smiled and shook his head. Seeing this, Son Goku felt dubious. On the Earth. Son Gohan was standing on the deck looking at the sea scenery. From time to time, Videl fed Son Gohan some of her favorite pastries. That boy Gohan. Klin, who was standing with Yamcha, looked envious when he saw this. Acid. As soon as he finished speaking, 2 figures flew down from the sky. These 2 people are Tien-Shin and Chiatsu. Tien-Shin, Chiatsu. Tien-Shin nodded. Where's Goku? Goku, he is still training with Lord Caillou. Klin said. Yes. At this time, Son Gohan suddenly sensed an aura of destruction. This aura was none other than Beerus's aura. Come yet? What's coming? Fiddle asked. God of destruction, Beerus. Lord Beerus? Okay. Son Gohan nodded. After hearing this, Bick immediately came over from a distance. Gohan, Lord Beerus is awake. Son Gohan nodded again. After hearing this, Clint and the others immediately came over from a distance. Lord Beerus is awake? Yes, he is very close to us now. Realm of the King of Gods. When the old Kyasin and the others saw Beerus and the others flying towards the northern Milky Way, the expressions on their faces immediately turned bad. What's wrong, ancestor? Lord Beerus. They are heading to the northern galaxy now. Northern galaxy? Yes, I'm worried. Lord Beerus and the others are targeting Gohan. Gohan? The Eastern Kaijin was shocked. If Beerus comes to Earth, he can imagine that there will definitely be a big battle between him and Son Gohan. Yes, if the two of them meet and fight, the entire universe might be in danger of being destroyed. The entire universe. Yes. Softly, on the Earth, Son Gohan and the others had gathered together at this time to discuss how to deal with Beerus. Gohan, how long until Lord Beerus arrives? I don't know, it should be there in a few minutes. A few minutes. So Gohan, are you confident that you can defeat Lord Beerus? Piccolo asked. No. Son Gohan shook his head. Beerus is the ceiling of combat power in the universe. How can he be so easy to defeat? Bulma saw Son Gohan and the others gathered together and immediately walked over from a distance. Gohan, what are you doing here? Son Gohan smiled and said, Aunt Bulma, I have not very good news to tell you. Not so good news? Could it be that your father isn't coming? No. After hearing this, Son Gohan shook his head repeatedly. What news is that? Lord Beerus, the god of destruction, is awake. Lord Beerus is awake. Son Gohan nodded. And he is coming to Earth now. Earth? Could it be that he is here to find you? Maybe? After hearing this, Bulma put his head in his hands and said, Today's such a bad birthday. If I had known, I wouldn't have celebrated my birthday today. Bulma, don't be too pessimistic. Maybe Lord Beerus just comes to Earth to play. Krillin comforted. Yes, Aunt Bulma. Seeing this, Son Gohan also comforted him. After hearing this, Bulma felt dubious. She could only comfort herself in her heart, hoping that Beerus would not cause any damage to her birthday party. Look! 7 minutes later, a colorful light descended from the sky and landed on the deck. When the light dissipated, two figures appeared inside. These two people are Beerus and Whis. When everyone saw the two of them, the expressions on their faces immediately became extremely respectful. We meet Son Gohan again. Whis greeted Son Gohan with a smile on his face. Son Gohan nodded. Hello everyone, my name is Whis and the person next to me is Lord Beerus, the god of destruction. Whis introduced Beerus to everyone. Lord Beerus, the god of destruction, said the crowd. Lord Beerus, this is the Son Gohan, I told you. Beerus nodded after hearing this, and slowly walked towards Son Gohan. Soon, Beerus walked up to Son Gohan and said to Son Gohan with a smile, I heard Whis say that you want to succeed me, inherit your position? Okay. Beerus nodded. No, Lord Beerus, where did this rumor come from? Beerus narrowed his eyes after hearing this. Then have you ever said anything about abdicating? Abdicate. After hearing this, Son Gohan smiled awkwardly. No, Lord Beerus, I was just joking with Whis. Joke? Son Gohan nodded. Who taught you to use the destructive energy? Grandpa in a dream. In a dream? Son Gohan nodded again. You didn't lie to me? No. After hearing this, Beerus immediately looked at Whistle behind him. Whis, do you know who he's talking about? Do not know. We shook his head. After hearing this, Beerus looked at Son Gohan again. So, Son Gohan, do you know about Super Saiyan God? No. You know? Beerus was happy after hearing this. Whis, look, my precognitive dream, this time, was right. Precognitive dream? After hearing this, Clean and the others looked puzzled. After hearing this, Whis nodded. Immediately, I was attracted by the smell of takoyaki on the side. Boss, what is this? This is takoyaki. Do you want to try it? Okay. Whis nodded repeatedly. Where is the Super Saiyan God now? Beerus continued to ask. Super Saiyan God is the transformation of Super Saiyan God, and I can also do this transformation. Transform? Yes. Then, how about you transform into a Super Saiyan God and fight me? Fighting. Okay. Beerus nodded. Okay then. After hearing this, Son Gohan hesitated for a while and nodded. Seeing this, Beerus immediately flew into the air. After seeing it, Son Gohan immediately followed him. The two of them will inevitably have to fight in the end. The king of the Northern Realm sighed. What battle? As soon as he finished speaking, Son Goku suddenly appeared behind the king of the North. Woo! Goku. When the king of the Northern Realm saw this, he was immediately frightened. Kaiju-sama, what did you just say? That a battle is unavoidable. No, nothing. After hearing this, the king of the North Realm shook his head repeatedly. Seeing this, Son Goku felt dubious on the earth. At this time, Son Gohan and Beerus had flown to a high altitude above the sea and stopped. Then Son Gohan, will you transform into a Super Saiyan God and fight me? Son Gohan nodded and was about to transform into the Super Saiyan God when a figure suddenly appeared. This person is Son Goku. Father. Son Goku nodded. He is? Hello, Lord Beerus. My name is Son Goku. Son Goku? Son Goku nodded. Lord Beerus, can I fight with you? Fight? After hearing this, Beerus couldn't help laughing immediately. In all my life, this is the first time I've met someone as interesting as you. Interesting! Yes, don't you know who I am? I know. Aren't you Lord Beerus, the god of destruction? Yes, that's why I say you are interesting. Don't you know that gods of destruction are scary? Beerus said with a solemn look on his face. Yes. After hearing this, Son Goku smiled lightly. By the way, Lord Beerus, you just said you wanted Gohan to transform into Super Saiyan God, right? Okay. Beerus nodded. Can you also transform into a Super Saiyan God? Son Goku nodded. Goku, he also controls Super Saiyan God? Yamcha and the others were shocked. Really? In that case, I'll fight you and see. Beerus said. Thank you, Beerus-sama. As Son Goku spoke, he clenched his hands vigorously, and an extremely powerful energy emitted from his whole body. What? With a loud shout, Son Goku's hair turned bright red, his body became leaner, and his whole body was covered with spiritual energy like the flames of the sun. His eyes became enlarged and pupils appeared. His skin became fairer and his appearance became youthful, stately. Whis, who was tasting takoyaki, immediately looked up after sensing Son Goku's Super Saiyan God aura. Beerus narrowed his eyes when he saw this. It's really the breath of God. At this moment, a figure flew over from a distance. This person is none other than Vegeta. Bulma Vegeta. Trunks. Dad. After hearing this, Vegeta did not pay attention to the two of them, but looked at Son Goku and Beerus in midair. Could it be Kakarot? Vegeta looked at Son Goku in midair and immediately felt angry. In the past 2 years, he has been practicing very hard, but in the end, Son Goku was still one step ahead. Son Goku, who is stronger, you or Son Gohan? Beerus asked. Gohan! Really? In that case, let's get started. After hearing this, Son Goku nodded and made fighting gestures with his hands. Seeing this, Beerus chuckled, and in the blink of an eye he came to Son Goku, kicking forward with his right foot. Son Goku was startled, and quickly raised his hand to block Beerus' attack. Boom! Son Goku was kicked out. Then Beerus quickly came to Son Goku, and attacked Son Goku's body with both fists. Call out. Bang bang bang! Son Goku's face and body were severely beaten by Beerus. Boom! A moment later, Beerus clenched his right fist hard and punched Son Goku several hundred meters away. Son Goku was in the sky, breathing heavily. Beerus sneered, condensed a purple destructive energy in his right hand, and attacked Son Goku. Seeing this, Son Goku immediately dodged to the side. Boom! With a huge explosion, destructive energy exploded in midair in the sky. At this time, Son Goku suddenly shouted and rushed towards Beerus. Beerus stood motionless. Soon Son Goku came to Beerus and attacked forward with both fists. Beerus dodged while raising his foot to kick Son Goku. Son Goku immediately let out a series of screams. After a moment, Son Goku stepped back and gasped for air. Beerus snorted coldly. Son Goku, does the Super Saiyan God only have this strength? No, Lord Beerus, I just want to test your strength. After hearing this, Beerus couldn't help laughing immediately. So how are you trying now? It's very strong. Lord Beerus' strength is really not what you brag about. Then use your full strength quickly and let me see the power of Super Saiyan God. Okay, Lord Beerus, Son Goku said, clenching his fists hard, and a fiery red aura rose up all over his body. An astonishing momentum immediately spread around. After a while, Son Goku stopped raising his breath. Beerus smiled. Okay? Son Goku nodded, turned into a red light, and rushed towards Beerus. Call out. Bang bang bang. After Son Goku rushed forward due to the increase in body speed, he hit Beerus's body. Son Goku chuckled, feeling a little proud. Beerus snorted coldly, increased his speed, and attacked Son Goku. Call out, bang, bang, bang. Soon, Son Goku was repeatedly knocked out by Beerus. Boom! A moment later, Beerus kicked Son Goku to the left with a horizontal kick from his right foot. Son Goku clenched his hands into fists and quickly slowed down. At this time, Beerus suddenly transformed into several clones surrounding Son Goku. Call out. Beerus and his clones simultaneously focused their destructive energy on Son Goku. Son Goku looked serious. Call out. Beerus and his clones simultaneously hit Son Goku with the destructive energy condensed in their hands. Boom! Several beams of destructive energy hit together, producing a huge plume of smoke. It's solved. Beerus laughed, and all the clones returned to Beerus's body. Not yet. Son Goku flew out of the smoke and rushed towards Beerus. Beerus looked solemn and immediately looked at Son Goku. At this time, Son Goku had already approached Beerus and punched him with his right fist. Beerus raised his left hand and grabbed Son Goku's right fist. Son Goku shouted loudly and rushed forward, causing Beerus to take a few steps back. After Beerus stopped, he quickly raised his fist and attacked Son Goku. Son Goku dodged to the side and withdrew his right fist. Immediately, the two men's fists and feet were like light, and they continued to attack. Soon, the sound of a fierce fight between the two men was heard in the sky. Because the speed of the two was so fast, Clint and the others could hardly see the battle between the two. Call out, boom! At this moment, Beerus's tail swung forward from behind, wrapping around his body like a rope. Son Goku's body immediately became unable to move. Beerus took advantage of this opportunity and punched Son Goku's body with both fists. Son Goku soon let out a series of screams. Hateful! After being beaten for a while, Son Goku suddenly opened his mouth and bit Beerus's tail. Gotcha. With a crisp sound, Son Goku bit Beerus hard. Beerus suddenly let out a huge cry of pain and put his tail away. Son Goku gasped loudly and quickly backed away. Beerus blew a few breaths on the red part of his tail with his mouth and looked at Son Goku angrily. This was his first time encountering such a brutal style of play. After a moment, Beerus put down his tail with both hands and rushed towards Son Goku with great anger. But in the blink of an eye, Beerus was in front of Son Goku. His fists were like light, and he attacked Son Goku. Because Son Goku did not expect Beerus to charge so fast, he immediately raised his hand to resist Beerus's attack. Bang, bang, bang. Under Beerus's attack, Son Goku's body continued to retreat. After a while, Beerus kicked Son Goku's body hard with his right foot. Son Goku's body was like a ray falling towards the sea. Bang! With a huge sound, a huge wave was stirred up in the sea. Beerus snorted and looked at the rough sea. Whoosh! After a moment, Son Goku flew out of the sea with a fiery red aura all over his body. Seeing this, Beerus condensed a purple destructive energy in his right hand and hit Son Goku. Seeing this, Son Goku immediately flew into the air. Bang! At this time, the destructive energy that fell on the sea exploded in the sea, setting off a wave hundreds of feet high in the sea. Beerus snorted coldly, and more than a dozen destructive energies appeared all over his body. What? Son Goku was shocked. At this time, Beerus waved his hands forward. All the destructive energy attacked Son Goku. Son Goku shouted loudly and condensed a large amount of energy waves with his hands to attack the incoming destructive energy. Call out. Boom, boom, boom. Following huge explosions, the airwaves and destructive energy hit by Son Goku collided with each other and exploded in the sky, producing a large amount of thick smoke. Are you quite good at it? Beerus smiled and praised Son Goku. Son Goku smiled and said, It's nothing, Lord Beerus, you are really powerful. Beerus narrowed his eyes after hearing this. Okay, the game between us is almost over. Finish? As soon as he finished speaking, Beerus suddenly appeared behind Son Goku and slapped Son Goku's neck with the palm of his right hand. Boom! Just when Beerus's palm was about to hit Son Goku's neck, Son Goku's right hand suddenly grabbed Beerus's palm. Beerus was startled. He didn't expect that Son Goku could react so quickly and grab his right hand. Lord Beerus, do you want to end the battle? Son Goku looked at Beerus seriously and said, Yes, I did want to end the fight just now, but I have changed my mind now. I decided to fight you for a while longer. Really? Thank you so much, Lord Beerus. Beerus nodded and took his hand back. Seeing this, Son Goku turned into a red light and stepped back. What? With a loud shout, a fiery red aura rose up all over Son Goku's body, and he rushed towards Beerus. When Beerus saw this, a purple aura immediately rose up all over his body, and he rushed forward. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. Following fierce fighting sounds, the two people's bodies turned into red and purple lights, and fought together in the sky. Boom! The two punched each other hard with their right fists, and an extremely astonishing aura emitted from their hands, spreading to all directions. Then, the two quickly retracted their right fists and attacked each other with their fists and feet like light. Call out, bang, bang, bang. The two of them were dodging while attacking each other. Boom. After the two fought for a while, Beerus kicked Son Goku hard in the body and kicked him away. Then, Beerus quickly condensed a blast of destructive energy with his right hand and struck Son Goku. Seeing this, Son Goku, who had not yet slowed down, quickly raised his arms to resist. Boom! With a huge explosion, the destructive energy hit Sun Wuhan and exploded in the sky. Son Goku screamed and his body fell down from the smoke of the explosion. Goku! Dying. After a while, Son Goku fell into the sea. Beerus's figure flashed and flew towards the sea. Bang! Soon, Beerus entered the sea and saw Son Goku sinking while drinking seawater. Lord Beerus! Seeing Beerus, Son Goku immediately stopped sinking and faced Beerus. Beerus chuckled, his body quickly arrived in front of Son Goku and attacked forward. Son Goku dodges and resists Beerus's attack. Because he was in the sea, Son Goku could not fully display his strength. After Beerus attacked for a while, his right knee pressed hard on Son Goku's abdomen. Golem! Because of the severe pain, Son Goku immediately opened his mouth and drank the seawater around him. Then Beerus clenched his right fist and knocked Son Goku away with one punch. Golem. Son Goku drank a lot of seawater again, and his body hit a boulder. Beerus's figure flashed, and in an instant he was in front of Son Goku attacking forward. Call out, bang, bang, bang. Beerus's fists and feet were like light, and he beat Son Goku violently. The boulder behind Son Goku shattered under Beerus's attack. Call out, boom. Son Goku fell down in front of Beerus. Beerus glanced at Son Goku and felt very unmotivated to swim up. Bang! Beerus flew out of the sea and looked at Son Gohan standing on the cruise ship. Okay, son. Gohan, the battle between Son Goku and I is over. Let's continue the battle that just didn't start, shall we? After hearing this, Son Gohan did not speak, but looked towards the sea. Seeing this, Beerus also looked towards the sea. Bang! A figure rushed out of the sea with the waves. This person was Son Goku. Whoosh! Son Goku gasped for air and looked at Beerus. Lord Beerus, the battle between the two of us is not over yet. Beerus snorted coldly. What a troublesome guy. Son Goku shouted, and his body immediately turned into a red light and rushed towards Beerus. But in the blink of an eye, Son Goku rushed in front of Beerus and attacked forward with both fists. Beerus dodges while attacking Son Goku. Boom! After the two fought for a while, Beerus raised his right foot and kicked Son Goku thousands of meters away. Son Goku gritted his teeth and was about to continue charging towards Beerus. But he saw Beerus's right index finger condensing a huge destructive energy. Beerus moved his right index finger forward slightly, and the destructive energy immediately fell towards the sea. Son Goku made an angry sound and quickly put his hands back together. Turtle Pike Sagon Wave. A dark blue air wave condensed from Son Goku's hands and hit the destructive energy. Bang. Soon, the Turtle Kagong waves hit the destructive energy and collided fiercely in the sky. Shocking gusts of wind emitted from the two energy sources and spread towards the sky and sea. Seeing this, Beerus pressed down with his right hand, and the destructive energy immediately suppressed the Turtle Qigong wave. What? Son Goku shouted and struck forward with all his strength. The Turtle Qigong wave suddenly rose a little, but it still failed to push back the destructive energy. In this way, the energy of the two people continued to collide and squeeze in the sky. Invisible ripples emanate from the two energies and spread towards the entire Earth and universe. After a while, the Turtle Qigong wave and destructive energy were squeezed into a bolt of lightning. After a while, the energy of both of them was exhausted at the same time, and they disappeared. Son Goku gasped, his face looking extremely tired. Although Beerus was also panting, he was obviously much calmer than Son Goku. Son Gohan looked at the energy collected by the Seed of the Universe and found that 57% of the energy of the Seed of the Universe had been collected. Beerus looked at Son Goku, who was almost reaching his limit, and immediately flashed in front of Son Goku and attacked forward. Because Son Goku's body is almost reaching its limit, he has basically no power to resist Beerus's attack. Bang, bang, bang. Beerus's fists were like light, and he beat Son Goku violently. Then he kicked Son Goku hard with his right foot and kicked him into the sea. Gollum. After Son Goku fell into the sea, his body immediately returned to normal. Seeing this, Beerus immediately looked at Son Gohan, standing on the deck. Okay, Son Gohan, Son Goku really doesn't have the strength to fight this time. Son Gohan nodded. Beerus smiled. He could finally fight against Son Gohan. Just when Beerus was full of excitement, Whis was tasting the delicacies at Bulma's birthday party with excitement. He never thought before that there would be so much delicious food on Earth. If he had known earlier, when he came to Earth to find Son Gohan, he should have tasted Earth's delicacies. Call out. After Son Gohan agreed, he quickly flew in front of Beerus. What? With a loud shout, Son Gohan's hair and eyebrows turned sky blue, his eyes turned dark blue, and he was surrounded by blue aura and starry sky-like particles unique to the breath of God. Water droplets flowed from time to time in the aura, and the speed of the flow of the aura is much slower than that of humans and Super Saiyans, and contains very slight electric sparks. The aura is divided into 2 layers of aura, with sky blue and white colors from the outside to the inside. This is Super Saiyan Blue. Beerus was startled. What is this? This is called Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Blue? This is the normal form of Super Saiyan, God, transforming into Super Saiyan form again. I see. Then it should be stronger than Super Saiyan God, right? Okay. Son Gohan nodded. Beerus smiled. Really? In that case, let me see how much stronger your Super Saiyan Blue is than Super Saiyan God. Son Gohan nodded, and his body immediately turned into a blue light and rushed towards Beerus. When Beerus saw this, his body immediately turned into a purple light and rushed forward. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. But in the blink of an eye, the 2 of them rushed in front of each other and hit each other hard. Boom! With a violent sound, the 2 punched each other with their right fists, and an extremely astonishing aura emitted from their hands, spreading to the surroundings. At this moment, Son Goku flew out of the sea and landed on the cruise ship. Goku! Father! Are you okay? Fine. Son Goku shook his head. Seeing this, Vegeta snorted coldly and looked at Son Goku very unhappy. Kakarot, when did you become a Super Saiyan God? Son Goku smiled and said, Just 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Okay. Son Goku nodded. In the sky. At this time, Son Gohan and Beerus were fighting fist to fist and foot to foot. Boom. Son Gohan hit Beerus hard in the face with his right fist. The next second, Beerus's right fist quickly hit Son Gohan's face. The attacks between the 2 are basically back and forth, with no one giving way to the other. Watching the fierce battle between the 2, Son Goku quickly understood that Beerus had just fought him and was not fighting seriously at all. Bang! After a while, the 2 of them were knocked back by each other's attacks at the same time, gasping for air. It seems that Whis is right. You are indeed very strong. Beerus laughed. Son Gohan, if I really abdicate, would you like to be the god of destruction of universe? I don't want to. Son Gohan shook his head. Yes, Beerus said. His figure flashed, and in the blink of an eye, he was in front of Son Gohan and attacked forward. Son Gohan was startled, and quickly raised his hands and arms to resist Beerus's attack. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. Beerus's fists were like a storm, attacking Son Gohan. Son Gohan dodged and stepped back. Boom. After a while, Beerus punched Son Gohan in the abdomen with his right fist and kicked him away. Son Gohan screamed in pain and looked at Beerus. Son Gohan, is this all you have? After hearing this, Son Gohan immediately clenched his fists. With a loud shout, an extremely powerful chi rose up all over Son Gohan's body, quickly rising upwards. Bang! With an extremely astonishing momentum, Son Gohan transformed into Super Saiyan Deep Blue. What is this? Clint was startled. Did not know. Son Goku shook his head. Seeing this, Beerus was also a little curious about Son Gohan's transformation. Son Gohan, what is your transformation? This is called Super Saiyan Deep Blue. Super Saiyan. Dark blue. Okay. Son Gohan nodded. The Saiyans have so many transformations. Beerus complained. Son Gohan nodded. Then Lord Beerus, let's just get started, shall we? Okay. Beerus nodded. When Son Gohan saw this, he immediately shouted and rushed towards Beerus. But in the blink of an eye, Son Gohan rushed in front of Beerus' body like light and fought with him. Call out. Bang, bang, bang! Because the speed of the two of them was so fast, looking from a distance, it looked like there were a lot of purple and blue lights constantly intersecting in the sky. After a while, the two suddenly stopped fighting and flew away from the Earth. Soon, the two flew out of the Earth and came to the outer space of the Earth. The two glanced at each other, then quickly rushed towards each other. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. But in the blink of an eye, the two of them came to each other at the same time and struggled with each other. The bodies of both of them simultaneously exuded extremely astonishing auras, spreading to all directions. Boom. Beerus punched forward hard with his right fist, knocking Son Gohan away with one punch. Son Gohan gritted his teeth, and his body quickly stopped in the universe. Call out. At this time, Beerus suddenly condensed a huge destructive energy in his right hand, and hit Son Gohan. Seeing this, Son Gohan put his hands back together and said, Turtle Patskidong Wave. A dark blue air wave condensed from Son Gohan's hands and hit the destructive energy that was attacking. Bang. Kamehameha collides with destructive energy. Beerus pushed forward with his right hand. Son Gohan shouted and pushed forward with both hands. The Turtle Qigong and destructive energy moved forward for a while and retreat for a while. After a while, both energies were exhausted at the same time and disappeared. Whoosh! Son Gohan and Beerus gasped loudly, and their bodies quickly rushed towards each other. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. But in the blink of an eye, the two of them were in front of each other and fighting fiercely. Boom. After a moment, the two grabbed each other's hands and started fighting in the universe. Invisible ripples emitted from the hands of the two men and spread towards the entire universe. When the old Kaishun, who was in Kaishun realm, saw this scene, the look on his face immediately became a little sad and said, It's over. It's over. If they continue to fight like this, the universe may be destroyed if there are two more shockwaves like the one just now. Twice. The Eastern Kaijin was shocked. Wozu! Over the Earth. Bang. After the two fought for a while, Beerus used his hands to push Son Gohan away. Whoosh! Due to the huge consumption of physical strength, the two bodies stood on the same spot at the same time, breathing heavily. After a moment, Beerus raised his hand, and a lot of destructive energy immediately appeared around his body. Son Gohan chuckled, and a lot of destructive energy suddenly appeared around his body. Beerus raised his hand and waved forward, and the destructive energy around his body immediately attacked Son Gohan. After seeing this, Son Gohan also attacked Beerus with destructive energy. Boom, boom, boom. Following earth-shaking explosions, the destructive energy of the two exploded in the universe, emitting extremely dazzling lights. Bang! When Beerus saw this, his body immediately turned into a purple light and rushed towards Son Gohan. After seeing this, Son Gohan also rushed towards Beerus. Call out, bang, bang, bang. But in the blink of an eye, the two of them were in front of each other, fighting hard. Boom. After dozens of rounds, Son Gohan suddenly activated his Flash Kung Fu and knocked Beerus away with one punch. When Whites on Earth saw this, a look of shock immediately appeared on his face. Is time suspended? Over the Earth? At this time, Lord Beerus also discovered that Son Gohan's attack just now was not simple. Son Gohan, did you pause time just now? Son Gohan shook his head. No, I just jumped for 0.3 seconds. Time jump? Okay. Son Gohan nodded. Beerus smiled after hearing this. Interesting. It's really getting more and more interesting. Beerus said, and an extremely powerful aura suddenly emitted from his body, rising upwards. Seeing this, Son Gohan frowned. Beerus' strength is indeed much stronger than he imagined. Okay, let's continue. Son Gohan nodded and launched his Flash Time Kung Fu again, attacking Beerus. Beerus, who was already prepared, immediately dodged with astonishment after Son Gohan launched the Flash Kung Fu and counterattacked at Son Gohan. Boom! With a violent sound, Beerus hit Son Gohan's abdomen with his right fist. Son Gohan screamed loudly and spat out a large mouthful of saliva. Beerus snorted coldly and kicked Son Gohan to the left with his right foot. Son Gohan covered his abdomen with his hands, looking a little uncomfortable. Ended. Beerus raised his hand and focused a blast of destructive energy on Son Gohan, preparing to end the battle. Son Gohan gritted his teeth and put down his right hand covering his abdomen. Seeing this, Beerus immediately directed his destructive energy towards Son Gohan. Son Gohan stood motionless. Just when the destructive energy was about to hit Son Gohan's body suddenly turned into a white light and moved behind Beerus. Beerus was startled and quickly turned around and looked back. I saw that the hair and pupils on Son Gohan's head turned silver and his whole body was wrapped in a layer of silver-white aura. This is exactly the ultimate intention of freedom. When Beerus saw Son Gohan's appearance, he was immediately shocked by Son Gohan. A mortal actually comprehended the ultimate self-consciousness skill that is difficult for all gods to comprehend. Not only Beerus was shocked, but Whis and the others on Earth were also shocked. Especially Whis. Others may not know the power of the ultimate intention kung fu, but as an angel, how could he not know it? How is this possible? Am I still dreaming? Beerus rubbed his eyes with his hand and said, "Bone?" At this moment, the destructive energy that Beerus had emptied exploded in the universe. Beerus heard the explosion and quickly woke up from the shock. Although the self-extreme intention kung fu is powerful, it also depends on the person who performs it. Moreover, their god of destruction also has their god of destruction's divine control skills. Son Gohan, who taught you this ultimate self-consciousness skill? Beerus asked. The ultimate self-control skill is a divine control skill that can only be mastered by angels. This means that only under the guidance of angels can Son Gohan master the ultimate intention skill. Lord Beerus, would you believe it if I said that the old man in the dream taught me? Stop talking nonsense to me. I don't believe it. Then, in that case, I am gifted and self-taught. Beerus snorted coldly. It's none of my business anyway. Whis will come find you later. Whis? That's right. Their angels have regulations that the self-extreme intention kung fu cannot be spread randomly. That's it. Then just let him check it out. After hearing this, Beerus immediately clenched his fist and rushed towards Son Gohan. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. Following earth-shattering sounds of fighting, the two of them fought together in the universe at the speed of light. Because of the power of the ultimate intention kung fu, Beerus had to use the god of destruction's god control technique to fight Son Gohan. Call out. Bang. Boom, boom, boom. Soon, there were a large number of explosions over the earth. White lights, one after another, flashed in the sky of the earth. Boom! With an extremely violent sound, the two men's right fists hit each other with all their strength, and an extremely powerful energy emitted from their hands. Immediately afterwards, invisible ripples emanated from the hands of the two men and spread towards the entire universe. Bang! Beerus clenched his right fist hard and knocked Son Gohan out. Whoosh! Afterwards, the two of them gasped for breath in the universe at the same time. Beerus looked at Son Gohan in front of him and felt a little regretful, and he started fighting Son Goku. Although Beerus is powerful, his physical strength is limited. Just now, in order to test Son Gohan, he had not used all his strength, which also caused him to suffer serious physical exertion. Son Gohan didn't know what Beerus was thinking, but he was thinking about whether to use Katio Fist again. He has unlimited stamina, so even after fighting Beerus for so long, he still has a lot of stamina. The ultimate intention, Kung Fu, has a certain burden on the body. Under normal circumstances, if you use the ultimate intention Kung Fu, you cannot use Katio Fist, because Katio Fist also places a heavy burden on the body. However, Son Gohankai's Kaioken is a non-injury Kaioken, and since he still has full physical strength, he can definitely use the non-injury Kaioken. Just when Son Gohan was thinking, Beerus' body turned into a purple light and struck him. Son Gohan automatically dodged Beerus' attack. Later, he fought with Beerus. Forget it, this is not a life and death battle. Let's keep some trump cards. After a long time, Beerus knocked Son Gohan back to Earth from the universe. Gohan. When Videl saw Son Gohan falling from midair, she immediately flew into the sky to catch Son Gohan. At this time, Beerus also flew down from the universe and landed on the cruise ship. Finished? Beerus nodded and looked at the cake in Whis' hand. Lord Beerus, do you want a cake? Cake? Yes. Today is Miss Boomer's birthday, so there are all kinds of earthly delicacies here. Today is also my first time to taste food on Earth, but I didn't expect it to be surprisingly delicious. Surprisingly delicious? After hearing this, Beerus showed a hint of interest. Whis is a famous foodie. To be praised like this by Whis, the food on Earth must have its own uniqueness. Yes, Lord Beerus, do you want to try it too? This one? Beerus felt a little hesitant. Lord Beerus, why don't you come to Bulma's birthday party too? Son Goku said. You think so, Bulma? Bulma laughed dryly and nodded. It would be an honor for me, Lord Beerus, to attend my birthday party. Although Bulma said this, in his heart he was very afraid of Beerus in front of him. Then, happy birthday to you? Okay. Boomer nodded. Seeing this, Beerus immediately walked to Whis and tasted the cake in his hand. How about Lord Beerus? It tastes good. Lord Beerus, besides cakes, there are many delicious things here. You can try them all. Beerus snorted after hearing this. You're quite a laid-back guy. I've just been fighting the two of them for so long, and you're just here tasting food by yourself. Whis smiled. Lord Beerus, aren't you the one who wants to fight them? No, I just wanted to fight Son Gohan at first. Who knew a Son Goku would suddenly appear? But although that guy is not as strong as Son Gohan, he is an interesting guy. Yes. Okay. Not. On a deck of a cruise ship, Son Gohan and Videl were sitting at a table in chairs. Gohan, are your injuries okay? Fine. Son Gohan said, took out a fairy bean and drank it. After taking the fairy bean, Son Gohan's injuries quickly recovered. He likes to... Seeing this, Videl was speechless. Why don't you take out the fairy beans if you have them? At this moment, Whis walked over from a distance. Whis nodded. I want to ask you about the matter of the self-free ultimate intention gong. Lucia Zucia Jigong was really just taught to me by an old man. After hearing this, Whis looked at him suspiciously. Gohan, even if you don't tell me, I still have a way of knowing who taught you. After saying that, Whis immediately turned and left. Gohan, what is the ultimate intention kung fu he is talking about? This is a state realm. Yes, Zhijiagon is different from our previous fighting methods that rely on sensing chi. It relies on conditioned reflex movements of various parts of the body without any thinking from the brain, maximizing movement speed and reaction capabilities. The body and consciousness are separated so that all parts of the body can transcend instinct to perceive the dangers around them, and the brain no longer needs to think before acting. To put it simply, it relies on the body's automatic reaction. Poor almost. Then, Gohan, can you teach me the ultimate intention kung fu? I just said that the ultimate intention skill is a state, so you can only understand it by yourself. That's it. Rousseau, the other side. Beerus was currently devouring various delicacies. Because of the battle just now, his stomach was now empty. Lord Beerus, pay attention to your image, Russ reminded as he walked back. After Beerus heard Whis's words, he immediately slowed down his eating speed. Whis, what do you think? Whis shook his head. He still didn't say anything. Well, Whis, could it be that the grandfather in the dream really taught him? I don't know. I'd better check again. Beerus nodded. By the way, Whis, what's the name of this food? This is called cheese. Cheese? Okay. Rizzy asked Kron to pass on a message to you before he dumped us all in a rainforest in South America. Goku, Lord Beerus should go back after eating. Right? Bulma said while looking at Beerus, who was eating and drinking with Whis. I don't know, but I think I will go back, right? Bulma sighed. Today is such a bad birthday. Forget it. Even if I didn't celebrate this birthday, I would still be as old as before. Flynn smiled. Bulma, how old is your birthday today? After hearing this, Bulma glared at Clint. What she hates most is when people ask her his age. Although she maintains herself to be young, she is no longer young after all. Clint, no one told you that you can't ask a woman's age. What? Clint was taken aback. He seemed to have heard this sentence before, but he didn't know how long ago it was. Bulma snorted and looked at Vegeta. At this time, Vegeta was crossing his arms and looking at Beerus and Whis. Vegeta, Bulma called out to Vegeta. How? Vegeta turned to look at Bulma. It's your beautiful wife's birthday, don't you have anything to say? No, Vegeta said coldly. You bastard. After hearing this, Bulma felt immediately angry. Why did she find Vegeta in the first place? After a moment of anger, Bulma looked at Trunks. Trunks was playing with a water gun with Sun Wuhan at this time. Forget it, today is destined to be a not-so-good day. Bulma comforted herself in her heart. At this moment, Vegeta suddenly walked towards Beerus. Vegeta, father, Krillin and the others saw a look of surprise on their faces when they saw the direction Vegeta was heading. Beerus, who was eating cheese at this time, also noticed Vegeta walking towards him, but he still ate the cheese on his own. "Hello, Lord Beerus. My name is Vegeta." "What's the matter with you?" Beerus said calmly. "That Lord Beerus, can you accept me as your disciple?" "Accept you as a disciple?" "Yes." "You want to be the god of destruction?" "No." Vegeta shook his head. "Then why do you want me as your master?" "I only accept the god of destruction as my apprentice." "I want to surpass Kakarot." "Kakarot?" Lord Beerus Kakarot is Son Goku's Saiyan name. Was said, "Oh, I'm not interested in your fight. If you don't want to become the god of destruction, please don't disturb my meal." "It is good." After Vegeta finished speaking, he turned and left. Seeing this, Beerus continued to eat cheese. After a long time, Beerus had eaten and drank enough, so he took Whis and said goodbye to Bulma. "Miss Bulma, thank you so much for your hospitality this time." Whis said, "Nothing." Bulma smiled. "If you have time in the future, you can come to Earth again." "Okay, it's getting late. Let's go back to Miss Bulma first." "Okay." Boomer nodded. Seeing this, Whis pointed his staff towards the ground and left the Earth with Beerus. "Call." Seeing Beerus leave, Krillin and the others immediately breathed a sigh of relief. At this time, Son Goku suddenly walked up to Vegeta and said, "Vegeta, do you want to become Master Beerus?" "It's none of your business." The next day, Whis came to Zuno's planet and asked Zuno where Son Gohan learned the ultimate intention kung fu. But Zuno didn't know anything about it either. "Don't you even know?" "Okay." Zuno nodded. "This Son Gohan is very mysterious. If he hadn't been living in the 7th universe, I would have suspected that he came from other time, space, or universe." "I see." After Whis finished speaking, he immediately left Zuno's palace and reported the matter to the High Priest. "Free ultimate instinct." "Yes, Father. Among the 12 universes, we angels should be the only ones who can master the ultimate intention kung fu, right?" "Okay." The great priest nodded. "You can investigate further." Whis nodded. "So, the 7th universe destroying the God realm." Beerus was currently sitting on a chair in the palace, waiting for Whis to return. Because he tasted a lot of delicacies on Earth yesterday. Now he has no interest in the food made by Whis at all. He was going to wait for Whis to come back, and then go to Earth to have a big meal. Lord Beerus, is the food on Earth really delicious?" After Whis came back yesterday, he talked about the Earth's delicacies with the prophecy fish, which made his mouth water. "Okay." Beerus nodded. "Lord Beerus, when will you go to Earth again?" "Wait, really? That would be great. You are really a greedy fish." While the two were talking, Whis had already flown back. "Whis?" Seeing Whis, Beerus immediately flew out of the palace. "Lord Beerus." Beerus nodded. "Whis, can we go to Earth now?" "Okay." Earth, Bazi Mountain. Son Gohan was sitting cross-legged on the ground at this time, looking at the cosmic seed in his hand that was already full of energy. After the cosmic seed gathers full energy, it can grow into a cosmic tree. However, Son Gohan has no intention of changing the universe, so naturally he will not let the seeds of the universe grow into the tree of the universe. Just when Son Gohan was thinking, Videl came over from a distance. "Beedly." Videl nodded. "That Gohan, I actually have always wanted to tell you something. One thing." "Yes, I'm pregnant." "Pregnant? When did you get pregnant?" Son Gohan said in surprise. A month ago." "That's it, then our baby will be born in 9 months." "Okay." Beedly nodded. "By the way, we haven't got married yet. I'm going home now and asking my mother to help organize the wedding." Son Gohan said, and took Videl home. After returning home, Son Gohan immediately told Kichi about Videl's pregnancy. When Kiki heard that Videl was pregnant, she immediately became extremely excited. "Great, I'm going to be a grandma." "Then Gohan, hurry up and take Videl's family to discuss the wedding with his father." "Okay." Son Gohan nodded. After saying that, Son Gohan immediately took Videl to Mr. Satan's house. Mr. Satan was also very excited after hearing that the two had a child. "Videl, do you already have a child?" "Yes, Dad." Videl nodded. "Then, if you say that, don't I want to be a grandfather?" Videl nodded again. "Have you decided on the name of the child?" "If you haven't decided on it, I have a few names here for your reference. Maka Mataro, horse." Videl felt a headache as she listened to Mr. Satan give her child a name. Dad, we are here to discuss the wedding with you. Wedding? After hearing this, Mr. Satan immediately came to his senses. Although Son Gohan and Videl have received their wedding certificates, their wedding has not yet been held. Yes! Then since it's a wedding, the wedding must be handled specially, don't you think so, Gohan? Son Gohan smiled and nodded. Rosiade, West City Boomer's house? At this time, Bulma was lying on a chair in the backyard, playing with his mobile phone, with a leisurely expression. A colorful light suddenly fell from the sky and landed in the backyard of Bulma's house. When the light dissipated, two figures immediately appeared inside. These two people are Beerus and Whis. Lord Beerus, Whis. Whis smiled. We meet again, Miss Boomer. Boomer nodded. Whis, are you here today? We came here today to taste the Earth's delicacies. Earth food? Yes, I wonder if Miss Bulma can introduce us to some of the more delicious delicacies on Earth. Of course, it's no problem. Really? That's too much to think about? Boomer nodded. Afterwards, Bulma introduced the delicious food of the Earth to the two of them. After a long time, Bulma introduced the Earth's delicacies to the two of them, and asked people to send a lot of delicacies to their home. Noon. After the two of them had eaten and drank enough, they were ready to pack some food and go back. Vegeta, who had finished training, came out of the gravity room and saw the two of them. Master Beerus. Beerus nodded. Lord Beerus, why are you here? We came to Earth to taste Earth's delicacies. Earth food? Yes, Beerus said. Bulma came over with a smile. Lord Beerus, I have already sent the food you asked for. After hearing this, Whis walked to Bulma with a smile and said, Thank you so much, Bulma. Nothing. So where is that food now? Just in front. After hearing this, Whis immediately followed Bulma forward. After a while, Whis came back and said to Beerus, Lord Beerus, I've got all the food you want to pack in the staff. So shall we go back now? Okay. Seeing this, Whis immediately walked to Beerus' side, pointed his staff towards the ground, and took Beerus away from the earth. Seeing the two people leaving, Vegeta began to think thoughtfully. Then he walked to Bulma's side and said, Bulma, will the two of them come again? I don't know, but I think they will come again. It will happen again. Yes, they seem to like our food on Earth. Then, did they say when they would come? No. The next time they come over, please notify me immediately. First timing? Okay. Time flies, and a week passes in the blink of an eye. After a week of preparations, Son Gohan and Videl were finally ready for today's wedding. Son Gohan invited many people to this wedding, including Klin and his friends, as well as his and Videl's friends. And Beerus and Whis, originally he didn't plan to invite the two of them, but after Bulma revealed this in Kiki's warm invitation, he could only let the two of them attend his wedding. At this time, Son Gohan and Videl had arrived at the wedding hotel. Son Gohan was wearing a blue suit and stood in front of Piccolo. Gohan, you look very handsome in your clothes today. Thank you, Uncle Brick, for the compliment. Piccolo nodded. At this moment, Klin and the others also came over from a distance. Congratulations, Gohan. Son Gohan smiled and nodded. Then, after everyone arrived, the host in charge of the wedding immediately came on stage to give a speech. Dear guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everyone. Ray. Next, let's invite the bride and groom to the stage. After hearing this, Son Gohan immediately took Videl to the stage. After taking the stage, the host asked the two people some questions. Mr. Son Gohan, are you willing to marry Miss Videl and stay with her forever? I am willing. Miss Videl, are you willing to marry Mr. Son Gohan and be husband and wife for the rest of your life? I am willing. Okay then, let's ask the bride and groom to put rings on each other. After hearing this, the two immediately introduced the ring to each other. Okay, then from today on, you two will officially become husband and wife. After the host finished speaking, the audience immediately burst into thunderous applause. Can we eat? Beerus asked. It should be soon. Seeing this, Mr. Satan immediately went on stage to announce the start of the banquet. Bang, bang, bang. After hearing this, Son Goku immediately started eating. Goku. Seeing this, Kiki was speechless. Son Goku is truly the #1 rice cook. After the banquet started, Son Gohan took Videl everywhere to toast. Seeing this, Lagas immediately felt jealous. The next day, Son Goku heard about the news that Beerus and Whis often come to the Earth, so he came to Bulma's house early in the morning to wait for the two. Kakeira. Vegeta saw Son Goku coming to his home and immediately called him. Vegeta. Vegeta snorted coldly. Kakarot, why did you come to my house? I heard from Kukli that Lord Beerus often comes to your house, so I came here for a walk today to see if I can meet Lord Beerus. When you meet Lord Beerus, does it mean that you also want to become Lord Beerus' disciple? Son Goku smiled and said, You can do it. Why can't I? Vegeta gritted his teeth. In that case, let's see who Lord Beerus accepts as his disciple. Okay. The two looked at each other with their eyes. After a long time, a colorful light fell from the sky and landed in the backyard. When the light dissipated, a figure appeared inside. This person is Whis. Rosius. Whis nodded. Goku, why are you here too? Son Goku smiled and said, I'm here to find you? Find me. Find Whis. Yes, I want to ask you to guide me in my cultivation. Whis smiled. I only accept the god of destruction as my disciple. Don't be like this, Whis. Everything is negotiable. Son Goku smiled. Vegeta looked confused when he saw this. Doesn't Son Goku want to become Beerus' master? How to turn around and become Whis' disciple? At this time, Vegeta suddenly realized that Whis seemed unusual. Whis, who are you? Vegeta, didn't Bulma tell you? I am Lord Beerus' master. Better than Lord Beerus' master. Vegeta was shocked. It turns out the real boss is Whis. Yes, Whis nodded. Then, Whis, can you accept me as your disciple? Vegeta asked. No. Whis shook his head. How about I treat you to some delicacies from Earth that you have never tasted before? Earth's delicacies that you have never tasted before? Yes. Vegeta nodded. Whis, I also invite you to taste the delicacies of Earth that you have never tasted before. Son Goku said, Okay, since you are so enthusiastic. Then you agreed? As long as you can treat me to delicious food that I have never tasted before, I will agree. Real. After hearing this, Son Goku's eyes lit up, and he said, Okay, Whis nodded. Seeing this, the two immediately took Whis to West City to taste delicious food. Because Bulma had already taken Whis to West City to taste many delicacies. Whis had tasted all the places he took. Damn it, I don't believe it. Bulma asked you to taste all the delicacies in West City. Whis smiled. Actually, not all Bulma took me to eat. Some of them I tasted at Goen's wedding banquet. Kakaro's. Vegeta looked at Son Goku. Then you two, do you have any other food introductions? This one. Vegeta didn't know what to say for a moment after hearing this. Correct? At this time, Son Goku seemed to suddenly think of something. What's wrong, Kakarot? I know there's a delicious food, Whis. You must have never tried it. Oh, what is it? Then follow me and you will know later. It is good. Whis nodded. After a while, Son Goku took the two people to his home. Kakarot, isn't this your home? Yes. Don't you have some delicious food hidden in your house? You'll find out later. After saying that, Son Goku immediately went into the house and took out 3 buckets of instant noodles. After the noodles were ready, Son Goku immediately opened the instant noodles and a fragrance wafted out of them. What is this? It smells so good. This is instant noodles, Vegeta said. Instant noodles? That's right. Hasn't Bulma been fed? No. Whis shook his head. Yes. When Vegeta saw this, he immediately felt secretly happy. Okay, Whis, try it. Okay, then I'm welcome. Whis said, then picked up the chopsticks in his hand and tasted it. Okay. After Whis took a bite, a look of surprise immediately appeared on his face. He didn't expect such a simple bucket of instant noodles to be so delicious. Seeing this, Son Goku and Vegeta looked at each other and smiled. Afterwards, Whis quickly finished the bucket of instant noodles. How is it? Whis, Son Goku smiled. It's quite delicious. I think you're qualified. Then, when can we go to Master Beerus to practice? Just for today, you two go home and pack your clothes, and then follow me to Lord Beerus' planet later. It is good! Son Goku nodded. After saying that, Vegeta left Son Goku's house and went home to pack his clothes. Because Son Goku was at his home now, he quickly packed his clothes. Because Whis likes instant noodles, Son Goku brought several large boxes of instant noodles. The 7th universe, destroying the God realm. Beerus was yawning at this time, waiting for Whis to come back with food. Whis, why are you so slow? If I had known, I would have gone to Earth with him. As soon as he finished speaking, Whis took Goku and Vegeta with him. Son Goku, Vegeta. Beerus was a little surprised when he saw Whis coming back with the two of them. Then he quickly left the palace and came to Whis. Lord Beerus, Son Goku and Vegeta greeted Beerus respectfully. Beerus nodded. Whis, why did you bring them here? The two of them wanted to become their teacher, and I agreed. Whis smiled. After hearing this, Beerus stared at him and said, What about my food? Compared to the two of them, he still cared more about his food. After hearing this, Whis immediately took out the instant noodles of the staff. This is instant noodles. Instant noodles? Yes, this kind of noodles is very delicious, after heating water and seasoning packets. It's because of this that I accepted the two of them as disciples. Want to heat water? Yes. Then hurry up and get some hot water to soak in. It's Beerus Salma. After a while, Whis took out hot water from the palace and poured it into the open instant noodle bucket. After the seasoning packets were put away, Beerus immediately felt impatient. Can you eat? Not yet, you have to wait 3 minutes. Still waiting. Yes, in order to taste good food, why don't you just wait a little longer? Okay then. 3 minutes later, Whis opened the pressed instant noodle bucket. All right. Beerus smelled the aroma of instant noodles, picked up the chopsticks with his hands in a panic, and started eating. Slippery. After Beerus took a bite of instant noodles, a look of surprise immediately appeared on his face. Then he ate quickly. Soon the bucket of instant noodles was eaten. Beerus looked at Whistle with unsatisfied thoughts. Rice, how many more instant noodles are there? A few boxes. Really then, in that case, make me some more buckets of instant noodles. It is good, Whis said, and took out a few buckets of instant noodles from the staff again. Well, Whis, where will we live? At this moment, Son Goku, who had been standing for a long time, asked. After hearing this, Whis glanced at the two of them and said, Then, Lord Beerus, shall I take them to their place of residence first? Okay then, go and come back quickly. Beerus waved his hand and said. Seeing this, Whis immediately took the two of them to where they lived. The place where the two of them lived was a small room with a bed in it. Okay, this is where you will live. If there is nothing else, I will go back to Lord Beerus first. Okay. Son Goku nodded. Seeing this, Whis left the room between the two of them. Seeing Whis leaving, Son Goku immediately put down the baggage he brought, then quickly made the bed and lay down. So comfortable. Vegeta snorted coldly and made his own bed. The other side. Whis had returned to Beerus at this time. Lord Beerus, Whis, what is your purpose in bringing these two here? Beerus said while eating instant noodles. Son Goku is Son Gohan's father. I want to see if I can find out from Son Goku who taught Son Gohan the ultimate intention, Kung Fu. Just because of this? Of course not. All of it. Whis smiled. Is there any other reason? Whis smiled and said nothing. Rosier nodded again. He asked me to pass on a message to you before he dumped us all in a rainforest in South America, in the 7th universe, inside a huge spaceship. A man with purple skin all over his body and a pair of twin thorns on his head was currently discussing with Frieza's chief of staff, Thorby, about resurrecting Frieza. This person is Ginyu. Since Frieza's death, Frieza's army has lost morale, which has also caused the once famous Frieza's army to collapse. Thorby, are you still unable to find Namet? No way. Thorby shook his head. The only way now is the Dragon Balls on Earth. Earth? Yes. As long as we are careful not to be discovered by the Saxians on Earth, there is still a way to resurrect King Frieza. Ginyu nodded. Then I'll go with you. Sorby nodded. Jax. 2 days later, Ginyu, Sorby, and Tagma secretly came to Earth. Through the spaceship Dragon Ball radar they created, they successfully collected the Dragon Balls. Sorby, how do you use this Dragon Ball? I don't know. I think we should take the Dragon Balls away first. It is good. Ginyu nodded. After saying that, the three people took the Dragon Ball and left the Earth. This time flies, and a week passes in the blink of an eye. Sorby learned the spell to summon the dragon by asking Zuno. At this time, Solby and the others were summoning the dragon on a planet near the Earth. Come out, Shenlong, and make my wish come true. After Sorby finished speaking, the sky of the entire planet immediately turned dark, and a long cyan dragon soon appeared in the sky. This long dragon is the Earth Dragon. Say your wish and any wish will come true, but only one. Please help us resurrect King Frieza. Okay, but Frieza died on Namek, so if I resurrect him, he will be resurrected at the original location of Namek. Original Namek? Yes, it is now a universe with nothing in it. It's okay, King Frieza can survive in space. Just resurrect him. It is good, the Earth Dragon said, his eyes flashing red. Your wish has come true. Has it been realized? The Earth Dragon nodded. Then we will meet later. After saying that, Shenlong transformed back into the Dragon Balls and flew towards the Earth. Flew away. It should be time to go back to Earth. Then let's go pick up King Frieza. Sorby said. Jinyu nodded. Should know. The original location of Namek. At this moment, Frieza was looking at his body in a somewhat unimaginable way. He actually came back to life. Son Gohan. After being happy for a while, Frieza soon remembered his enemy Son Gohan. If it weren't for him, he wouldn't be suffering in hell, and his Frieza army would have already ruled the entire universe. But where is this place? Frieza said, and flew forward to see if he could find out where he was now. Do, the 7th universe, on the world of destruction gods. Son Goku and Vegeta have now begun to accept training from Whis. The training arranged by Whis is similar to the training arranged in the original work. The only difference is that the training he arranged for Vegeta is not as good as that of Son Goku. After all, there is still some gap in strength between the two. Vegeta had objections to Whis' arrangement at first, but after he tried the same training as Son Goku, he quickly understood that Son Goku's current training was indeed not what he could bear now. So, in order to catch up with Son Goku as soon as possible, Vegeta secretly got up to practice every night after Son Goku fell asleep. I roll. Noted. Time flies and a day passes in the blink of an eye. Frieza had already found the existing army and met Sorbet and the others. Meet Frieza? Captain Ginyu. Ginyu nodded. King Frieza, I finally see you again. Ginyu said with tears in his eyes. Did you resurrect me? Yes, King Frieza, because the Earth's Dragon Balls couldn't bring you directly to us, we made you suffer. Frieza nodded. How are Son Gohan and the others doing now? Back to King Frieza, Son Gohan has defeated Majin Buu. Majin Buu? Yes! Sorby nodded. I think I heard my dad say before that there are two people in this universe that you must never mess with. One is Lord Beerus, and the other is Majin Buu. King Frieza, the entire Frieza army is in ruins now. Your resurrection now can just revive the morale of our Frieza army. Sorby said. Frieza glanced at him and said, I'm afraid that's why you resurrected me specifically. Yes, it is. Let's put aside the matter of reviving Frieza's army for now. I have a more important thing to do now. More important things, King Frieza? Is there anything more important now than reviving Frieza's army? Revenge. Frieza gritted his teeth and clenched his fists. Revenge? Son Gohan caused me to suffer so much in hell. How can I not avenge this? After hearing this, Takma immediately stood up and said, King Frieza, the Saiyans are very powerful now. In my opinion, we should not provoke them again. After hearing this, Frieza immediately looked at Takma with a cold expression. Immediately, he quickly walked up to Takma, grabbed his neck with his right hand, and picked him up. King Frieza. Forby was startled. Tagoma was choked by Frieza until he couldn't breathe. My army is what it is now because of guys like you who are afraid of death. Frieza said, letting go and using his superpower to push him hard against the wall. Cough, cough. Tagma coughed violently. By the way, Thorby, hasn't my father been resurrected? Frieza asked. Back to King Frieza, because the Earth's Dragon Ball can only grant one wish at a time, so I will resurrect you first. Next time, I will help resurrect the Kurdish king. You don't need to help him resurrect. When he was in hell, he was always rude to me. Just let him continue to stay in hell. Yes. In addition, Son Gohan's strength has increased. I will undergo 4 months of special training before going to Earth. Sorby, special training? Yes, I am a genius. I have never practiced since I was born. 4 months, I believe that as long as I practice for 4 months, I can definitely defeat Son Gohan. After hearing this, Ginyu nodded in agreement. Frieza said, looking towards Takma in the distance, In these 4 months, you will also practice with me, and I will definitely train you well. After hearing this, Takma was panicked and at a loss. He could already imagine how he would be beaten by Frieza. King Frieza, can I also train with you? Ginyu asked. Ho 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 ho! Frieza couldn't help laughing immediately after hearing this. Captain Ginyu, do you also want to practice with me? Of course it's my pleasure. Ginyu smiled. Well, you can also practice with me. After hearing this, Ginyu wanted to drag Geese and the others along, but if you think about it carefully, they are too weak to resist Frieza's punch. I had to give up this idea. Time flies, and a month has passed in the blink of an eye. Whis saw that Vegeta had been unable to keep up with Son Goku's training, so he asked him to practice in the spiritual time room on Earth. Whis originally wanted Vegeta to train there for a year, but it turned out that Vegeta wanted to surpass Son Goku so much that he only came out after practicing for nearly 2 days. After Vegeta came out, he smelled bad because he hadn't showered for a long time, and his beard grew like a wild man's. After Vegeta returned home, he was immediately disgusted by Bulma and asked him to go to the bathroom and take a good bath. West City, home of Son Goku. Because Vidal was pregnant, Son Gohan basically practiced at home for more than a month. The seed of the universe has gathered full energy, and Son Gohan can now practice anytime and anywhere, even without a gravity chamber. There's still 1.3 trillion left. Son Gohan looked at his current combat power and found that he was only 1.3 trillion short of reaching 10 trillion. Based on his current cultivation progress, in more than 8 months, he will be able to cultivate to 10 trillion and receive system rewards. Time flies, and 4 months pass in the blink of an eye. Earth, West City, Boomer's house. Sun Wuhan and Trunks were playing in the courtyard at this time, and a small spaceship fell from the sky. Spaceship? Trunks was curious about the spaceship, so he took Son Wuhan over. At this time, the spaceship opened, and out came a man with purple skin, a blue face, and eyes like salted egg yolks. The man was wearing a white uniform. His name was Gak, and he was a galactic patrol officer. Alien, Son Wuhan said after seeing Jack's appearance. Trunks nodded. But Jack was silent. What's so strange about aliens? He sees them every day. And to him, Son Wuhan and the others are also considered aliens. This is Bulma's house. Jack asked the two of them. Yes. Who are you? What are you doing with my mother? Trunks asked. Cough, cough. Jack coughed. My name is Gak, and I am an elite member of the Galaxy Patrol. I have something important to come to see your mother. Mom, she's at home now. Trunks pointed forward. Yes! After hearing this, Jack immediately walked forward. After a while, Jax met Bulma, who happened to come to the yard. Long time no see, Bulma. Yakin, aren't you, Jack? Yes. Jack nodded. I was asked by your sister to tell you that Frieza has been resurrected, and he's now heading towards Earth with his army. Frieza is resurrected. Bulma was startled. Yes! By the way, do you know Son Gohan, who defeated Frieza? We know him. His home is not far from mine. Your home is not far, Jack said, suddenly finding Sun Wuhan and Trunks climbing onto his spaceship to play. Hey, you two, don't play on my spaceship. After Trunks heard this, he immediately opened the glass of the spaceship and sat in. Seeing this, Jake hurried up to stop him. Trunks, get down here quickly. Bulma scolded Trunks. Trunks heard Bulma's scolding and quickly climbed out of the spaceship. Seeing this, Yax immediately breathed a sigh of relief. By the way, Bulma, I heard that you are married. Who is your husband? My husband's name is Vegeta, and he is a Saiyan. Vegeta. Yes, what's the matter? Bulma smiled. Then your child is too... He is also a Saiyan. That child is Son Goku's child. He is also a Saiyan. They are all Saiyans. Yes? After Jax heard this, he looked at the two of them with a kind expression and said, You can look at this spaceship however you want. Really? Sun Wuhan said happily. Jack nodded. Bulma, hurry up and tell Son Gohan the news that Frieza is coming to Earth. He is good, Bulma said, taking out his mobile phone and making a call to Son Gohan. The other end of the phone was quickly connected. Hey Gohan, it's me, Aunt Bulma. Aunt Bulma. Gohan is in serious trouble. Frieza is resurrected. Falaza, yes. Then how did you know the news? Jax told me. Jack. Gak is my sister's friend. Your sister? Yes, my sister. She went to the universe when I was very young. That's it. What about Frieza? Leave Frieza's affairs to me. It is good. After Bulma finished speaking, he hung up the phone. Bulma, what did Son Gohan say? He said he would fix it. Yes? That's fine. By the way, how is my sister? Bulma asked. She's fine. How about her novel? You know. Bendy Planet. Reg was currently practicing on a large mountain when a figure suddenly appeared in front of him. This person is Son Gohan. Son Gohan. Son Gohan smiled and said, Long time no see, Reg. Humph. Reg snorted coldly. Son Gohan, why are you here on Bendy Planet again? Are you here to fight with me? No, I won't fight with you today. Don't you want to fight with me? Yes, I'm here to negotiate a deal with you today. Trade. Frieza is coming to Earth soon. As long as you help me destroy him, I will take you away from Bendy Planet. Rage and the others have been trapped on the Bendy Planet, but because there is no spaceship, they have been unable to leave the Bendy Planet. Floza? Son Gohan nodded. Then if that's the case, why don't you eliminate him yourself? Is he very powerful? No, because once he is eliminated, you and Frieza will be mortal enemies. Rajik smiled. You're wrong. Dead enemies are not called dead enemies. They are called dead people. It seems that you are very confident in your strength. I don't even care about Frieza. So, do you agree? Okay. Red Yie nodded. By the way, is Vegeta on Earth now? Not here. Not here? He is currently training on the planet of Lord Beerus, the god of destruction. God of destruction Beerus, sir. The god of destruction is the god responsible for destroying planets. Really? That looks a lot like us Saiyans. After hearing this, Son Gohan immediately glanced at Reg and said, We Saiyans will no longer destroy the planet. Then if that's the case, aren't you afraid that I'll leave Bendy's planet and destroy other people's planets? I think you have no interest in destroying the planet now. Ried snorted coldly. Stop talking nonsense and take me to Earth. It is good. Son Gohan nodded and moved in an instant, bringing Rage to the Earth. After arriving on Earth, because Forza and the others still had some time to go before arriving on Earth, Son Gohan took Rage and sat down on the beach. Where's Frieza? He should be here in an hour and a half. Half an hour. Correct. Then what are you bringing me here for? I'll want to talk to you. We two have nothing to talk about. Rajay, did you know you have a brother besides Vegeta? There is another brother. Yes, his name is Tabor. Table? He was exiled to a distant planet by your father because his combat effectiveness was too low and he was not suitable for fighting. Rage snorted coldly. What does this have to do with me? Lozier, at the same time, Krillin and the others also got the news that Frieza was coming to Earth, and they all found Son Gohan. Although they are not strong, they still want to do their part to protect the Earth. Gohan. Who is he? Krillin looked at Reg and said, His name is Rig, he's Vegeta's brother. BA! Vegeta's brother! Clint was shocked. I just said, why does he look so similar to Vegeta? After hearing this, Rig gave Clint a cold look. Not only do they look alike, even their personalities are the same. After hearing this, Reg immediately became furious. I'm not like my brother. When Clint saw this, he was immediately frightened. Satoru, Gohan, what happened to him? It's nothing. He just doesn't get along with Uncle Vegeta. That's right. Then how come he appears on Earth? I found him. You. After hearing this, Son Gohan nodded and explained to Clint and the others. Isn't Frieza here yet? Rage said, impatiently. Coming, Kalen said with a serious expression. After hearing this, Regs looked up and saw a huge spaceship landing on the Earth. This spaceship is Frieza's spaceship. It's finally here. After a while, Frieza arrived on Earth with his army. Seeing this, Clint and the others were ready to fight. Frieza was sitting on a flying chair, looking down at Son Gohan from mid-air. Next to him stood Team Takma and Team Ginyu, respectively. Long time no see, Son Gohan. Frieza said hello to Son Gohan with a smile on his face. Yes, you are still the same as before. Frieza looked angry when he heard this. Others may not know the meaning of Son Gohan's words, but he knew in his heart that Son Gohan was laughing at his height. King Frieza, how about I deal with him? Ginyu asked. No, you are not his opponent. You should deal with the others. Okay, King Frieza. At this time, Reg suddenly stood up and said, Are you Frieza? Who is this guy? Why does he look so similar to Vegeta? Is he Vegeta's brother? Do not know. Frieza shook his head. Who are you? Ginyu asked Reg loudly. My name is Reg. Reg! I don't think I have heard of this name. King Frieza, have you heard of this name? No. Frieza shook his head. Then what's your relationship with Vegeta? Ginyu asked. He's my brother. Vegeta's brother. Ginyu was shocked. Okay, let's stop talking nonsense with you. I will destroy you in one go. One breath? You are quite arrogant. Do you know who we are? I don't know, and I'm not interested in knowing. Hateful, Ginyu said angrily. We are the strongest Ginyu Special Forces team under King Frieza, and I am Captain Ginyu. Just let them see the fighting posture of our Ginyu team. Now. Geese was stunned. Now that there are so many people around, he always feels a little embarrassed. Of course it is now. Isn't the fighting posture of our Ginyu team prepared for now? Okay then. Team Ginyu, fighting stance. After hearing this, Geese and the others immediately lined up neatly. Call out. At this moment, a golden ray appeared and penetrated Geese's body. Frieza and the others looked at the direction the ray was coming from, in surprise. The person who fired this ray was Rex. What? After Geese's body penetrated, he immediately let out a violent scream. Guys, Ginyu said angrily. At this time, Rex sent a wave upwards with both hands, and a large amount of energy waves attacked Frieza and the others like an overwhelming force. Call out. Boom, boom, boom. Under Rex's attack, Frieza, except for Tagoma, Sasami, the 4 members of the Ginyu Special Forces, and Sorbet were all wiped out by Rex's energy wave. Frieza's army has all been wiped out. Sorbet was startled. When Frieza saw this, his expression turned gloomy. Team Ginyu, Takuma, Sasami, all of you come with me. It's King Frieza. 6 people nodded. After saying that, the 6 people immediately rushed towards Reg. Seeing this, Red gathered energy waves with his hands and attacked the 6 people. Call out. Boom, boom, boom. Following several explosions, 6 people were wiped out by the energy wave hit by Ray. Seeing this, Son Gohan shook his head. No Zero, no D. Tricks King Frieza. When Sorbet saw this, he immediately started to tremble. Frieza snorted and stood up from the flying chair. At this time, Son Gohan suddenly spoke to Frieza. Frieza, I advise you to use all your strength at once, otherwise you may not even have a chance to use all your strength. Use all your strength all at once? After hearing this, Frieza felt a little confused, but he still transformed into his final form. At this time, Rid condensed a golden energy wave in his right hand and hit Sorbet. No. Seeing this, Sobel's expression changed drastically. Boom. With a huge explosion, Sobel was wiped out. Frieza gritted his teeth and looked at Reg. Red stepped his feet towards the ground and rushed towards Frieza. Frieza shouted, and a purple aura rose up from his body to meet him. Soon the two came to each other and attacked forward with both fists. Because Reg's fists were faster, Frieza's face was hit hard by Reg's punch before Frieza's fists could hit Reg, causing him to take a few steps back. Reg's X-figure flashed, quickly came to Frieza, and punched Frieza with both fists. Call out. Bang, bang, bang. Under Regi's violent beating, Frieza immediately let out violent screams. Boom. At this time, Reg closed his hands with the hammer and hit Frieza hard on the body. Boom. With an explosion, Frieza's body fell heavily to the ground in a straight line. A large amount of sand and dust was immediately thrown up from the ground. Call out. Boom, boom. Ried hit Frieza with several energy waves with his right hand, and huge explosions and screams immediately sounded from the ground. After a while, when the sand and dust on the ground dispersed, several huge deep pits immediately appeared on the ground. Frieza's body was lying in a pit in a very miserable state, but damn. Frieza looked at Rig in midair with great anger. Oh, it's still alive. Rig was a little surprised to see that Frieza was still alive. After hearing this, Frieza immediately got up from the ground and clenched his fists tightly. What? With a loud shout, a purple aura rose up from Frieza's body. Boom! The entire Earth's ground shook violently under the influence of Frieza's aura. Frieza's feet shattered into pieces, forming a large deep pit as his breath dispersed. What? At this moment, Frieza's skin turned golden except for his face, palms, soles, the gems on his body, and the gems on his head that were purple. This is Golden Frieza. Okay, so powerful. The Dragon Ball Z warriors were shocked. Rich snorted, clenched his fists hard, and transformed into Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4. The Dragon Ball Z warriors were shocked again. Frieza shouted, his body turned into a purple light, and he rushed towards Rig's side. Reg clenched his hands into fists and turned into a red light, rushing towards Frieza. Call out! Bang, bang, bang. Soon the two were in front of each other and hitting each other hard. Because Reg's strength and speed were superior to Frieza's, Frieza soon couldn't keep up with Reg's speed after fighting him for a while, and was knocked back with a punch. Hateful. Frieza gritted his teeth and looked at Reg. At this time, Reg's figure suddenly disappeared from the place and appeared behind Frieza. Without waiting for Frieza to react, Reg struck Frieza on the shoulder with his right elbow. Boom! With a violent sound, Frieza's body was immediately pushed into the sea, and a huge wave was immediately stirred up in the sea. Bang. A moment later, Frieza's body rushed out of the sea, condensing a large amount of energy waves in his hands, and attacked Reg. Reg dodged while condensing energy waves to attack Frieza. Call out. Boom, boom. The energy waves of the two hit each other in the sky. Call out. Bang! After the two of them exchanged waves for a while, they stopped their airwave attacks at the same time and rushed towards each other. But in the blink of an eye, the two of them rushed in front of each other and hit each other hard. This is a crushing game, Son Gohan said after looking at the fight between the two. Crush the game? Krillin looked at Son Gohan. Yes. After a while, Red drove Frieza away with a knee and condensed a golden energy wave with his hands, hitting Frieza. Boom! With a huge explosion, Frieza was wiped out. Eliminate? Is it eliminated? Krillin asked. Son Gohan nodded. Call out. Tread. At this time, Reg flew down from midair and landed in front of Son Gohan. Okay, Son Gohan. I have eliminated him as per your agreement. You should send me back. It is good. Son Gohan nodded. Uncle Bick, if there is nothing else, you can go back first. Okay. Seeing this, Son Gohan moved instantly and brought Reg back to the Benbi planet. After returning to Benbi planet, Rege quickly called Supali and the others. Red, Father, Son Gohan, Dad, where did you go just now? Orin asked. I just took a trip to Earth. Earth? Yes, I just went to Earth to eliminate Frieza. Destroy Frieza. Supali was shocked. Reg nodded. This is a deal between me and Son Gohan. As long as I destroy him, he will take us away from Benbi planet.